Hey, amigo.
So who gave you the shiner?
Either Ronnie or Donnie. Can't tell the difference anymore.
Well, whichever one it was really clocked you.
Kids don't like it when their parents get divorced.
I don't blame them.
Neither do I.
How is she?
I really wouldn't know.
Why not?
I haven't seen her in 6 weeks.
What happened? She left?
She's in love with a dead guy anyway.
Edward Appleby.
You know, she's sweet, but she's fucked up. Adios, muchacho.
Hey, are you okay?
I'm a little bit lonely these days.
Sonics, it's the Ron and Fez Show, 866 Ron Zero Fez, 866 Ron Zero Fez. I'm Ron, there's Fez.
Hiya, buddies.
We made it in here despite the fact that there is an ill-prepared taxi strike going on in New York right now. All I can say is that the scabs are willing to take 8 people in their cab at the same time. Oh, how I hate a scab.
Oh, yeah, they line up there. It's a minority strike, is what it is. It's less than half the cabs are striking, actually.
Well, and by the way, he wants to come in here today. He says he's ready to step up for the team. It's Big Dave McDonald. Dave, welcome to the show. And also, I had to point this out. The man who now calls himself the Queen's Hitman, Earl Douglas, is in the house tonight.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Where'd you pick up the Queen's Hitman at?
That was just a handle I've got picked up on.
Well, let's just see if it catches on.
All right.
I like it.
All right, what is the taxi strike in New York about, Fez?
It's about the GPS systems. They want to equip taxi cabs with GPS systems. The cab drivers say, you don't need to know where I'm at 24 hours a day.
So they're able to see, hey, he's supposed to be cruising the airport for us, and he's taking a shit, or he's with his gumad or whatever.
Right, he's at the drive-thru at a Dairy Queen or something.
Now, I'm gonna stick up for the cabbies here where I go. I understand 100% that you're an American, you're free. Nobody should be watching like Big Brother. But on 2, I have never seen technology go backwards in my lifetime. Every time something is invented, we are stuck with that technology whether we like it or not.
Yeah,
Dave, where are you on this?
Well, the one thing I think about the GPS thing is it now prevents cabbies from taking the long way around because they're always
Not
trying to cheat you.
This does nothing to protect the customer. And by the way, it's false that they're always trying to cheat you. That's something that you really only get in various airport cabs. Here in New York, it's a flat fee anywhere you go in the city. So that's not true. And in most other places, it follows along with that. And this does nothing to help the customer. It's not like the company is going to go, hey, he's taking the long way and cheating the customer. They don't give a shit about that. They want to know where this guy is at all times for their own personal good, not for the customer.
Well, they're driving the cab. So, let's, drive the cab. Don't stop at a deli or don't, take your cab going other places.
I agree with you, but everybody works. Does everybody want to be, every time someone goes to the bathroom or gets a drink of water, do they want to have to answer for it? Is that the society we are? Are we at the point where we're being watched all the time?
Well, one of the things the taxi union brought up in order to fight this is that they want to let you know, hey, that means passengers are being tracked too when you get into the cab. You're being tracked as well.
Well, how does anybody know who they are, though?
Well, there are, some cabs are equipped with credit card, so you could tell who's in what cab.
Okay, so you're saying no matter who that human is, somebody at some point can figure out, all right, Fez Whatley has now gotten off his plane. He's into that.
Exactly.
We're at his house right now with a sock full of hot nickels ready to take him out. I will ask you this, my friend, that got asked in ancient Greece.
Okay.
And I'm not sure which one of the guys said it. But who's watching the watchers? Who is watching the people watching you?
God.
Why can't God, would they be comfortable with God watching all of us? Again, though, on the other hand of this, side of this, I have never in my life seen technology roll back. I have never seen us invent anything where we go, this is a horrible thing, we don't need it. Even the atomic bomb, when it blew up, all the scientists were alarmed. They had no idea the devastation that went out. Mm-hmm. The military people, alarmed. Government officials, alarmed. And the only thing that they did was to make more bombs to protect us from you never get less. And even though everyone went after that happened, we never want to use these bombs again. So now let's make thousands and thousands of them. We never roll backwards.
No, the only thing that does is maybe something gets weeded out in, like, survival of the fittest with technology. Like Betamax gets weeded out of the VCRs, where the VHS takes over.
Right.
That's about all you can hope for, I guess.
It's a strange, strange world. But again, they tell us we're being tracked by our cell phones, blah, blah, blah. And look at it. A lot of the girls we know, they like to keep themselves on Pal Talk 24 hours a day.
There's that missing college girl who they're like, all right, now we know someone used her ATM card a day after she was reported missing.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, there's not...
So you're saying there are positive things as well as negative?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you saying that's a positive?
I think that's a positive, yeah, because, this girl's missing, her family's looking for her. Well, here's one clue in how we can find her.
And I would love to know that was the thing about you, Fezzy, complaining about being videotaped a couple weeks ago. You're videotaped every time that you're in a store. In New York City, you're videotaped fairly constantly. And I don't think I ever even brought this up to you guys. Have you guys been on that new Google thing where you, it's this Google Street View that they have in New York City?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
All right, Fezzy, I'm not going to point this out to anyone else, but only to you. Go look for my place.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see my car parked in front.
Unbelievable.
And I did it like the first day it came out, and I'm going through it, I'm going, all right, there's the barbershop, there's the thing. And literally saw my car parked in front of the building.
Wow. When I went on it, I looked at this building that we're in now, this XM building, just to see if it captured any of us walking inside, on the one photograph that they snapped of it.
Well, I guess they did that last year or something? They did it last autumn or whatever. But
every street of Manhattan.
And it will eventually get to be every street in the United States of America. But they've done all of Manhattan first. And you can literally now take a virtual tour of New York. Now, at what? Now, again, this is the very baby section of it. At what point will I be able to just use those same cameras that you're talking about, Fez, to watch your house at all time, to know when you leave your house?
Oh, yeah, it'll go live soon.
Yeah. So your whole thing about I don't want to be videotaped because some stupid listener did it to you, you're going to be videotaped all the time.
But don't you feel safe doing that? I mean, then you, Ron, could, keep tabs on Fez, and you could watch out for him.
The whole thing when I grew up was during the Cold War. And the whole point was those poor Russians, they're being watched all the time. Mm-hmm. And the government over there said, we're keeping them safe. But at what point do you really want to have tabs kept on you? Do you really want to be watched by the government? And not only that, and people think I get weird with this, but large corporations, that they can now sit, and you're bringing up stuff about your credit card, whatever. If they can start and look at, let's say, Fez Whatley's credit card, they'll literally figure out his buying habits, blah, 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 start to send him stuff based on that. And they're already doing it.
Oh, sure.
They're already doing it. But to get it down to an exact science, where then they'll eventually start move your buying habits over to where they want it to be, and you think it's your decision, but it's not. It's really, in a way, mind control. Again, it sounds paranoid, but B, it's going to fucking happen. Because we never roll backwards. We never, ever roll backwards.
Well, one of the things my dad doesn't like about Easy Pass is that it shows up on the receipt where he was. I don't know what kind of weird liaisons my dad's having.
Well, I'll give you another one now that they're done with Easy Pass. They're checking Easy Passes when you hit one toll, the time you hit the next toll. Then they can sit down, break it out, and figure out what were the miles per hour that you drove toll to toll, and they can figure out whether you're speeding or not.
That's ridiculous.
And we said it was ridiculous before, when now the street light, the red light itself decides whether or not you should get a ticket. Not a cop.
Right.
But the red light will send it now, send the picture in, you'll get the bill. This happens in D.C. and Virginia all the time.
Yeah, I've gotten a ticket. I've gotten a ticket in New York.
In New York City, does
Yes.
it the same way?
Yep, I got a ticket on 14th Street and 7th Avenue.
Now, again, we all say, that's ridiculous, but it's already done. It's already happening, and nobody's... And then when they're going, what do you want, to live in a world where people run red lights? You want to live in a world... Yeah.
I think there was an Easy Pass story a few weeks ago. The guy, it was divorce case. They subpoenaed the Easy Pass records to show that he was going to see this alleged girlfriend, that he was, having an affair. The wife's lawyer did that.
Now, what gives them the right that this is not something that involves the public safety at all? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What gives them the right to, for whatever reason... And this divorce case is no different than if Fez and I, it's a business deal.
Yeah.
It's no different than if Fez and I were breaking up our partnership, which would mean it should be nobody's business but us, our lawyer, and whoever is forced to figure out who gets what. When does stuff that belongs to the public become okay for that?
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
Now, I don't know if the state had to give it up or if the divorce lawyer actually got this stuff, but I remember they were asking for it. But to me, it's, that belongs to the state. Why should the state have to get involved in that?
But your whole life is out on a credit report that anybody can,
Oh,
anybody who has a business can get into easy enough. I mean, anything, your education. We could probably hire a private detective and say, I don't want you to talk to anyone that Fez knows, and let's see the life history you can give us on Fez Whatley, and I bet we'd be able to know everything now.
I think I brought this up. There was a friend of my dad's, just going online, found out that
When you say friend, do you mean lover?
No, I don't mean lover. I mean a friend of my father's, a church friend, by the way.
So your dad's straight?
Yes, my dad is straight.
Okay, fine, then you didn't catch it from him? It's just it's another theory.
You can't catch it.
How do you know? Well, you throw it and you catch it. I think that's what you guys do. Go ahead.
But he told my dad, he said there was this insurance company in Florida that owed Fez Whatley like $200.
Yeah.
Now, he found that, that's my personal business. And this guy, who is a friend of my father's, goes searching my name online and finds my financial stuff. Even if it was only $200,
Yeah.
this guy's, looking me up.
Came back from AIDS test, or what was the reason behind it?
No, it was not an AIDS
Well,
test.
why do they owe you $200?
I don't know. I think it was a car insurance thing.
Give me his number. I want to find out a couple things.
I'm not giving you Gary's number.
Gary. Hi, Gary.
That's why I don't have a credit card. I'm not going to
That's
subject
not
my...
why you don't have a credit card. You don't have a credit card because nobody will give you credit.
That's part of a reason. Yeah.
But you fucked it up once.
Yeah.
You're not allowed.
So you can't sit here and come up with for reasons of public safety that you don't want this.
Yeah, but I mean, I won't attempt to get a credit card anymore because
You're going to have to.
of these horror stories that Fez has told me.
You just found out now, even though you're almost 30 and you haven't gotten a credit card yet?
I'm not. What do I need
When's
one
your
for?
birthday, by the way?
On November 1st.
Wow.
And we're going to have a great party. I'm going to tell you all about it after the show.
No.
No, because we already planned it last night.
Let me guess. It's going to... And I can't believe I didn't bring this up. What childish thing are you and your wife have planned?
Arcade.
Yeah. I am not coming. I'm not coming, A. B, grow up. C, I'm tired of adults throwing birthday parties for themselves, and I won't be there anymore.
You should be a lawyer, the way you just put that defense case right there. A, B, and C.
I actually consider myself a lawyer. I consider myself a lawyer, a therapist, and a cop, all at the same time. By the way, you should tell everybody that your therapist yesterday, after you went to her, liked my idea, what I did with your inner voice.
It's like I go there and I hear the exact same advice from my life coach therapist.
Why can't I get paid then?
The $125 a session?
Yeah.
Because I ended the
Droopy Capote is what you're supposed to do with your inner voice.
Yes, I read her the sheet that I had written up the day before.
Yeah.
About what my inner voice says to me when I'm upset at myself.
Yeah. All right, let's take a quick listen to Fez's inner voice. No, do we have the mean inner voice?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear his mean inner voice.
So here's what my random thoughts from yesterday after the show. Nice work, asshole. You did it again. Why does it always have to be about you? You do it every time, you stupid jerk.
Do the same exact thing, but I want the voice higher, almost squeaky, and in a French accent.
Well, nice work, asshole. You did it again. Why does it always have to be about you? You do it every time, jerk.
All right, see, I find that one more amusing. Do your droopy dog voice and do the same stuff.
How absolutely worthless are you? I'm so sick of myself, I can only imagine how sick everyone else is of me.
All right, remember, it's droopy dog, not Truman Capote. There is no droopy dog in there at all. This is what happens. You use your inner voice to attack me, and this is the way I normally answer the inner voice back.
Okay. You are absolutely worthless.
Shh, I'm sleeping.
It's just you. You never do a good show.
5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
You're not listening to me.
Hungry, too. Wish I could sleep and eat at the same time. Sleeping and eating. That's something I'm going to work on. So that's a little defense for you, Fez. And you're saying you don't control your inner voice?
No, when my inner voice goes off on me like that,
yeah,
I don't answer back. I don't argue with that inner voice. I just let it run for what it's worth.
But you don't think that's you. That's the funny thing to me. You think that it's someone else.
Yeah, even though it is my voice.
Right. But who's in control? You or the inner voice?
The inner voice is totally in control.
Interesting. Do you have that same kind of thing? Do you attack yourself? And
No.
You don't have an inner voice picking on you?
No,
you should.
No, I mean, like, if I make a mistake, I'll
This fucker has a tough time having one voice. He could never hold on to two different sides of an argument in his mind. Which, oddly enough, neither do you, Fez. You just give up with your inner voice.
Oh yeah, I lay down for it. I count the lights.
All right, I'll play the Fez Whatley part again, and you be the inner voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are a worthless human being.
And who are you?
I am your inner voice.
And you're what? You're unhappy with me. Why?
Because you dropped the ball on the show again. You ended up just sitting there crying for an hour on the show.
All right, you know what? You know what, tough guy? Why don't you do this? You come in and do the show tomorrow. You be in charge tomorrow. You deal with everybody. You deal with Earl. You deal with Dave. You deal with Ron. You be funny. And then tomorrow we'll come back and you tell me how easy it is. One day is all I'm asking you to do. Do the show for one fucking day.
That's a good answer.
Put on Fez Watley's cowboy boots. And you know what, Fez? I want you to try to get out of this barcade in Brooklyn deal, too. I don't want you to have to go over there.
That's my 30th birthday party.
Yeah, I don't want him to have to do it. Come on. I'm telling you as your outer voice.
Right.
This is your outer voice speaking to you. You're not going to waste the night at that birthday party.
We've already been to one arcade birthday party. I think we all know how that went.
This is not that hacky. I won't say the name of it, but a chain. This is a really cool.
Dave and Buster.
Okay.
The outer voice.
This is a cool, hip place with retro arcade games like Frogger and whatnot.
So it's not even good arcade. It's the same arcade games I could play
Well,
on my laptop.
there's a quiche to it, you know.
A what?
A certain quiche.
Stacy Keach?
Quiche?
Quiche.
Oh, we're having quiche. I'm starving.
That is adult. That's
Yeah.
very grown up.
Hip
Yeah.
factor is what I meant to say.
Oh, yes. Keach.
I don't know what that word is.
Seriously, can you? And now that the whole silly wedding thing is over,
Okay.
how did you ever get Casey?
I don't know.
Because I have a new game for you, and I call it cute or weird, and it's just going to be things that Dave does. And is it cute? Is it something that Casey would like, or is it just plain weird?
Interesting. I
You
like
know?
this game.
Because I see it as weird, but apparently she gets it as cute.
Well, that's why I love her.
Yeah. I didn't say, why do you like her? It's why does she like you?
Yeah.
Is the thing that, I guess it's kind of quiche. I guess that's it.
I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah.
I was putting on my makeup today.
Yeah.
And I spilt it all like over my face, and
Yeah.
it looked like she said it looked like I had cocaine on my nose.
Well,
You should see this makeup. It's off. I brought it with
now
me.
why do you have makeup?
My complexion. My mom thinks I'm too shiny. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of bow to her demands. Because I also noticed in photographs I'm really, really disturbingly ugly.
But same in real life.
Oh.
All right. By the way, cute or weird, I've done it again. It's another great game that Ronnie B has invented. And we'll be playing that at Barcade on November.
Yes.
November 1st.
So you are
November
coming.
1st. No, it's a party I'm throwing for Fez. Fez and I have we call it Ron and Fez's post-Halloween day, where everybody gives their leftover candy to Fez. Is that cute or weird? You tell me. It could go either way.
I think it's cute.
I think
Yeah.
it's cute.
Yeah.
Say, so sorry, I already have a previous engagement.
What?
What kind of-
Post-Halloween day.
Post-Halloween day, which is it All Souls Day?
Yes.
Yeah, All
It is.
Saints.
All
Where-
Saints or All Souls.
We always called it All Saints.
Well, you don't have saints, and to me, you don't, because you don't. Name me one saint that you invented.
Well, we didn't invent any.
Well, where did you get them from?
Well, from the church.
What church?
Well, the Catholic Church.
Right, so then we tell you what it's called. By the way, I don't know whether it's cute or weird, but it's some of the things that I do right now. All right, Fezzy, the wrestler Chris Benoit, they're now saying they're not that he had brain damage that had been done to him, not so much from the drugs or steroids, but from concussions that he had had over the years. So did he kill his wife and family and his son because of this brain damage?
The reports that I was reading, doesn't take steroids completely off the hook.
Yeah.
But it sure lets them out of this. They said that his brain was shockingly damaged.
Well, I'll tell you the big problem with him. Every time he would get somebody out, he would go up on the top rope, dive on them, right? And take his head and smash it into their head. The problem with this offensive move is that 100% of the time, I saw him roll over and hold his own head. And I'm going, you have a knee. Why do you need to do this? The person is already laid out.
Yeah, I never understood the headbutt in general, whether
Yeah.
it's from the top rope or not. Like, why do people headbutt?
Well, the top of your head is very, very strong.
It still
So,
hurts.
what I call an Irish headbutt,
Yeah.
I would be taking the top of my head into the bridge of your nose or right above your eyes.
Okay.
And believe me when I tell you, It'll just split you open.
No, I know it will do me damage, but
Yeah.
you're not going to get any damage?
No, because feel the top of your head compared to the bridge of your nose.
Right.
You really want to destroy the person's bridge of their nose. The way that he would do it, again, how many times did it even happen? But I was making a little joke about the problem with any finishing move in the WWE seems to backfire. You're blaming this on the brain damage, Fez.
Yeah, I'm going to go brain damage on this.
No, it's not like Troy
Steroid?
Aikman. Yeah, I mean...
I got to go. First of all, I just like to point this out to everybody. We don't know whether it was steroids. We don't know whether it was the pharmaceutical drugs that had changed his personality. We don't know whether it was concussions. A lot of people, Fezzi, have been through car accidents, blah, 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 have shocking brain damage, don't kill their family. Every time the paper and, comes, they look for a quick fix of this is why. You cannot, it would have to be a perfect storm of doom to make you kill your wife, your son, that everybody said that you loved, and then yourself. There's something that we're not going to be able to completely get our hands around of why this guy did this. And yet everybody wants to quickly blame steroids, barbiturates, brain damage. Could be all those things together. Could be the way that he was raised. It could be whatever pressures he's had. But why do we always feel like, please tell me the reason so I know I don't have it, and then this will never happen in my life?
And people just want answers.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's not like Eric Lindros, goes around murdering people.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing about, wrestlers is it just seems like it's now apparent they're pretty masochistic. So it's not surprising when they commit violent crimes out of the ring.
Well, masochists like to have things happen to them,
Oh.
not do things
But
to other people.
you know what I mean.
Yes, it's quiche. I disagree, because there are plenty of people that are boxers or they're football players. They live violent lives. It's like they would say something like, well, a lot of cops become alcoholics to hit their wife. No, it's not necessarily more than any other thing that you just want to leave it. Again, you're just leaping into, let's blame this on pro wrestling. Let's, something happens in Virginia Tech, so let's immediately blame rap. Let's immediately blame heavy metal. Let's immediately blame violent movies. Most of us have watched violent movies without doing violent things. You cannot just completely blame one thing like this.
I wonder how far the WWE is going to run with this. If it does, look like, well, steroids wasn't the root cause of this, and like the chair shot ends up getting banned. You don't see anyone getting hit in the head with a chair anymore in the WWE. If they would really use this as an out for any sort of steroid excuse.
Again, that would only make the business itself look bad. Then if you're going to get rid of chair shots, you're going to have to get rid of, 90% of what they do out there, because it's not good for you. It's not good for your body to be a wrestler.
And I think by doing that, then the WWE would sort of be admitting that they set, Chris Benoit loose. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
I don't think that they would do that.
They've had 10 or 11 wrestlers they said are suspended for violating the steroid policy.
Well, not necessarily even the steroid policy. They all went through one doctor and were getting various types of medicine for them. And it was one of these online guys. But it was just stuff that they personally have either banned or whatever. So it's not steroids.
Oh, okay.
Completely. And I don't know how this works, but apparently you can go online, sign up for doctors, and get a variety of drugs. You can get antidepressants, you can get Valium, you can get...
You can get the Vicodin?
Yeah, you get Vicodin, you get any of the sexual enhancement drugs, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
And people are doing this without even being seen. You fill out a questionnaire.
Are they getting it from Mexico or Canada?
No, it's coming from places where that guy is your doctor, but he only really sees you online.
That's weird.
I don't know. I haven't done it, but I read the articles about it.
That's very interesting.
And the reason why I don't want to do it is because, well, A, I got my own problems, but B, there's that paper trail that follows you back.
Yeah.
That all these guys who are like, hey, this is great. We get to do this with no hassle. Now, all that fucking shit shows up now, All that stuff is all kept on record.
That's why you gotta send checks.
Yes, a check. You can't have a fucking record with a check. Come on, brother. Meet me halfway. I'm talking about the fact of you ordering your email. Everything you do online is permanent. Everything you do. Every website that you go to, you're being watched. And they can go like, oh, look at Dave. What do he likes? Mom's teaching teens. That's his favorite.
Cute or weird?
All right, cute or weird. That's a brand new game show I came up with, Fez. And here's what I was saying the other day. Cute or weird? Deb's obsession with dog hats.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. I'm going to go weird, but oddly cute.
By the way, Pushy, since you just mentioned Deb, she's involved in the fantasy football league. And
With Sheepy, her Robin.
And basically strong-arming everyone to do trades that will make her team better and make the other teams worse. It's
smart. That's the way you play this game. She plays it like Evil Dick plays Big Brother, my friend. By the way, well, you know what? I should actually let him do it. But what is tonight, Big Brother?
Yeah, tonight is an eviction night.
I'm going to leave it up to Mike to bring it up online, but on the air. But there is something that Evil Dick is going to do to what's her name? Jamaica? Whatever. Right before tonight's episode. And I only say this: he's going to test her faith. He's going to test her faith.
Okay.
Fez. And it may be the only thing worth watching. Fez, have you seen this new train in Europe that you can take a train Paris to London in a little over 2 hours?
Oh, the Eurostar.
The Eurostar, Paris to London, little over 2 hours. Why in this country do we not have terrific trains? Most people in this country have never been on a train.
Our trains still seem like Boxcar Willie should be chugging a lug on them.
I think we don't care as much about trains because we're such a automobile-driven nation.
I know, and it's hurt us. That's what I'm saying. Because we surrendered to the automobile, we have these problems, where Europe never did that. They have small cars, people take trains, and you can ask people who live around New York City, you can ask people who live around Chicago, when you live on that train line, and let's say you're living in the suburbs, but by train you're 30, 35 minutes from downtown Chicago. It's a nicer lifestyle than getting in that car, sitting in traffic, worried about a DUI, worried about what it cost you. It's only a couple bucks. New York City is the same way, where people can live in Westchester, Long Island, some of the uglier parts of Jersey. Take that train back and forth into the city, and it's a much hipper suburban lifestyle than if you just, live in the suburbs and you're not close to any of that.
But I think Americans were so independent that even if it's not convenient, we still like to be in control of what we do. So that's why we like to drive.
You are. I understand what you're saying, but in a way you're not in control because you don't have the choice. If you had the choice of whether or not you get in the car, you have some sense of control. Now you're not in control because you can't have drinks.
Yeah, that's true.
It's 0.9 or whatever the hell it is right now if you want to have drinks. And living in London is a really cool lifestyle because the city sprawls out and you got the tube and you're able to get around. We did away with the cars because fucking oil owns everything in this country, and they made sure we became dependent on cars.
See, I think it's an example of this, too. This Eurostar, where it sets the speed record, it's a combination of a faster train and a faster track that it goes on. The track is the biggest part of this thing.
Yes, but that's because you have to put into that. Every year it improves, where we had trains, people used to take trains in this country, and basically the tracks ran to shit as the years went by. As we got more and more into gasoline and automobiles. We don't have a choice. We gave ourselves up to it. Hey, here's our buddy Indy. Mike, how are you, Mike?
Doing all right. Heard you talking about the show, so I figured I'd give you a shout.
Won't you, big brother, big brother?
It's a Big Brother update.
Now, I know what's going to go on in the house. Do you think that this will show up on tonight's show, yes or no? Or we'll have to wait and see that he did it later?
I don't think it'll show up because I don't think they're going to be able to take what he's proposing doing right before the show and manage to turn it around and do it.
Right.
I mean, they can't edit it that quick to get it on.
All
So
right.
it'd be one of those
Basically, what is he
flashbacks.
planning on doing?
He and Danielle and Zach have all kind of worked it out, but it's pretty much Dick's baby that he's taken. He's going to go up to Jamaica within 20 to 10 minutes before the show starts and tell her, because right now she's expecting to go. Dick's already gone to her and said, "You're going home tonight." And he's actually going to go up there and say, "We got one chance. We'll save you, but you have to swear loyalty to Danielle and I." And he's even proposed telling her to get her Bible and make her swear on the Bible to them that she'll be loyal to them and for the next couple of evictions.
And just do it whatever they want.
Yep.
And make her swear on the Bible.
And then they'll keep her. Otherwise, he says he's going to vote her out. But
it's a great concept for TV because you're literally. I don't know whether a game show would be called Test One's Faith. I think it would be fantastic. Earl, you're a man who carries your Bible around. You live by a certain code. Is this going to take Jamaica in the wrong direction, or does she crack?
I think she will not accept that offer.
She will not because it affects her.
It affects her
religious
faith.
background.
Absolutely.
Fez?
I don't think she'll do it. She'll refuse to do it.
She will do it.
Yeah.
She's a gambler.
Mike, what do you think?
I don't know. It could go either way. It depends on how Dick presents it. Honestly, I hope, part of me hopes that she says no, and then they go through and they do evict her, and then as she stands up in her little 1 minute to say goodbye, she looks at Eric and Jessica and goes, "They just tried to backdoor you, or they just tried to get you out, Jessica, and I wouldn't take the deal, so don't trust them anymore." But who knows?
I think she is going to cut the deal. I think that you're at this point where you're trying to win this money and people rationalize why they do things that are against their morality for money. But, she'll come up with a reason why I had to do it. But I would like to see, either way, if she doesn't take it, it's great TV. But if she swears on the Bible to somebody whose name she can't even say, she won't say the name Evil Dick because she's so religious.
Yeah, you don't want to invoke evil.
But basically now you're having Satan force you to swear to do his bidding on the Lord's Bible. That's great TV, too.
And he looks like the devil.
Well, to them. To me, he just looks like a guy who's stuck in the late 80s. All right, Indy Mike.
One more thing, just so you know, too, for the other background, they don't realize, nobody in the house still has figured out that tonight is a double eviction night. So all these plans that Dick has made are contingent. He's thinking they'll have a whole other week to work things out, whereas they'll have the first eviction will take place, if it goes like last year, will be done within the first 10 minutes of the show. And they'll manage to run through a whole entire week worth of stuff and have the second person evicted before the end of the show. So it'll be a very quick show tonight with all kinds of things going on.
I will not miss this one.
All right, so we go down to Final Four tonight.
All right,
it'll be Final Four.
And happy birthday to you, Indy Mike.
Oh, thank you.
And cute or weird, Indy Mike's thing about Big Brother, just obsession with Big Brother.
Cute.
Earl?
It's a little weird.
Yeah. I'm going to go weird, too. All right, 50-50 for you, Mike.
That's all right. We'll take it.
Talk to you later. Get me
All right,
pictures
bye.
of Barb. All right, here we go. It's the Ron and Fez show, hanging out. Big Dave McDonald, it seems like you're a little more laid back and going for a serious character today, huh?
No, I'm not. Serious character.
Yeah. Haven't you noticed that he's been a little round table today?
Oh, yeah, very much so.
He said to me, he goes, Coach, he calls me Coach. He goes, Coach, I want you to put me in there today. I'm really ready to come out of the slump. I'm ready to start help you out a little bit.
I had
like
a couple,
the attitude.
I had a couple jokes, but
go ahead, throw one in.
The conversation was going so fast. Well, you were talking about how the Google Street. Mm-hmm. You could see your car.
Boy, this is like 25 minutes ago.
And I was going to say, I'd like to look that up, but you won't give me your address. So I thought that would have been a fun little joke, but
no, it wouldn't work out that way. Yeah. All right, and the reason why I don't is I don't want people to Google Street me. I don't even want them to Merle Street me. Fez, 40 minutes is going by and you haven't pushed Jeff Garlin.
Jeff Garlin unmasked tomorrow. If you want to be part of the studio audience in New York City at Comics Comedy Club, email live@xmradio.com. That's live@xmradio.com. Let them know you want to see Jeff Garlin unmasked. That's going to be tomorrow, 1 p.m., Comics Comedy Club in New York.
Beautiful.
I'm going to be there. It's going to be a fun little thing to see.
Why little? Why can't it be a fun big thing?
It's big.
Yeah. And then we've completely sold out the Brian Regan which I'm going to go head-to-head with Brian Regan, and here's my promise to you. I'm going to get tears out of him. I'm going to find something in his past. I'm going to make him crack.
Wow.
And I'm going to make him curse.
The mask is coming off.
Yeah, I'm going to make him curse, and I'm going to ruin this nice guy persona, G-rated comedy thing that he's built for himself.
So that one is this Sunday, but seats are filled.
I call it Sunday Bloody Sunday, Fez.
With Brian Regan and Unmasked.
All right, running through some of these things. By the way, we are in Best Stuff tomorrow. Do you know what we're doing, Earl?
I'm going to it's kind of a potpourri. It's going to have a little bit of JFK, a little bit of NEW, and some XM stuff, too.
So you haven't done anything yet?
No, it's done. It's already done. I just don't have the...
Here's Big Richard Gere. He is doing some stuff right now for that new movie that he was in. I forgot, we promoted it yesterday, The Hunting Party. And he goes, of all the evil things that China has done with Tibet, we need to boycott the Chinese Olympics. Now, we did this before in 1980 with Russia because we didn't like what they were doing in Afghanistan. Then, of course, years later, we invaded Afghanistan, which goes to show you how life changes. You never really know. We were like, you know what? Russia was right. Those Afghanis are crazy. But what do you think about a boycott? Is it something we need to do? They've done horrible, horrible things in Tibet.
No, we have to go to the Olympics. Richard Gere obviously isn't a big sports fan. I know he's a gerbil fan.
I say
This is what keeps you. This is seriously what keeps you out.
What?
Because obviously he's never done anything with a gerbil in his life. And the question wasn't about whether he's a sports fan or not. Fezzi.
I say do the boycott. Do the boycott. Show the world that, we're going to stick up for Tibet and the atrocities that happen.
Big girl, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'd like to see it go even further where, we quit doing so much business with China.
Like borrowing money that we need?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know who we'd be hurting then. Earl.
Boycott. The Olympic boycott never works. It's the wrong venue. It's like here you're supposed to be promoting, brotherhood and unity and healthy competition, and now you're going to throw politics in it. I say no boycott.
You know who the smart one is here? Big Earl Douglas. I think exactly like Earl. This gives you the opportunity to talk about these things. They can now be discussed and in ways it never had before. And then China is forced to see why they're throwing this party that people around the world are bringing up. We don't like these things that you're doing. But if you just cut them off and you stop doing business and blah, 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 then you run back into another Cold War. You no longer are exchanging ideas. You no longer are having a chance for the people, the regular people. Look what's happened in Cuba all these years. And the fucking regular Cuban people have nothing to do with this shit at all. And they're the ones who get penalized.
Plus, if the boycott doesn't work, because if you want to really stick it to China, why not beat them in basketball or swimming or one of the Olympic sports? Why just lay down? Why not kill them on the athletic field? That would be my thing.
I know. And that's why you're silly, and it's tough for you to be in there. I don't think that they're going to feel like that all these Tibetan women that were raped and murdered have been avenged because somehow we beat them in basketball. And by the way, even though you're against the American team, we will go back and win the gold. That is not my prediction. That is my prayer. I am willing to say I want our basketball team to come back to world dominance.
I never thought I was against the American team. I just think Magic and Michael and Bird's team was better.
Here's Chris. Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
I want to agree with you and Earl, Ron. This is about the kids that trained to be in it. It just happens to be in China. It's not really. You're punishing them more than.
Well, if you go back to the original Olympics, it was an opportunity. And I'm talking ancient Greece. They would literally stop wars to do this. So it was a very positive thing where people would put down their shit for a while. Now, in today's age, it's very, very difficult to get away from two things, politics and commerce. They take place. So even now the Olympics are about politics and commerce. But at some point, you're able to, talk about some of this shit. Point things out to people. And I think that we don't do that enough. Now, did you see the story about Eddie Griffith, who was speaking at, what magazine was it, Earl? Was it Jet magazine?
It was like Black Enterprise magazine.
Why do I call every black magazine Jet? Can I finally get over that? Well, at one time, that when I was a kid, that was the only magazine, right?
That was the magazine. It was the best. Still is, actually.
It's still around?
Yeah, it's still
But
around.
there's a lot more magazines aimed towards African Americans now, right?
Yeah, Ebony, Essence, there's a ton of them.
All right, so I don't know whether you guys know Eddie Griffin, the comedian. So he's on stage, he's doing this bit for, it's some kind of party, corporate party for this magazine. What was the magazine again, Earl?
I believe it was either Black Enterprise or Black Entrepreneur magazine.
Black Enterprise is what it was.
Enterprise, yeah.
And they're sisters with Black Entrepreneurs, sister publications or whatever. All right, so Eddie's on stage. He's doing a bit. 1,000 people are there. So it's a gigantic gig. And he's dropping the N-word this, N-word that. Al Sharpton was at it. At this, I guess. He was at the conference but was not at the performance. So as he's dropping the N-word in his act, the mic gets pulled, and the guy who runs the publisher comes running out and ends the show. We're not going to have this type of stuff done here. And then the place all applauded for Big Earl Graves. He runs by the name of Big Earl Graves. Earl, where are you on this one? Freedom of speech issue, or finally?
I think Eddie Griffin should sue them for every penny they got. You knew what you were getting when you hired Eddie Griffin. You absolutely know. And you
honestly think he's owed money for having his act stopped?
Well, he was humiliated basically in front of a paying audience, and I mean he was hired to do an act, and they knew what the act was.
Fez Wiley, where are you on this one?
I agree with it. Yeah, pull the plug on it, I guess. If they decide that that's not the performance they want, it's a private gig. It's not public speech. It's private speech. So I say, yeah, it was okay to pull the plug on him.
Well, basically, that's the same argument that they could use about satellite radio, that this is not public speak.
Oh.
That people pay for a service, and they're the corporate sponsor. They're the ones who decides, and our corporate sponsors. It's the same thing that we went back and forth. Where are you on this one?
Freedom of speech. No, he should be allowed to say the N-word all he wants. You should let the N-word fly as many times as possible. That's your right.
That's your right, no matter where you are, what you're doing.
No matter
you got
what.
it right.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go off the boards with all of you guys, and I'm going to say, I'm going to cry bullshit. I think the whole thing is a lame publicity stunt done by the magazine and done by Eddie. I agree with them. They know exactly who they got to do this show. And then he knew exactly who he was working for. You know? There's plenty of times when, as you're a comic, you can't go out and say fuck, and you don't because that's the gig. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's the same, and you know that because you take the money and they go, look, it's an after-dinner thing. They're going to be, people and their wives, and don't say fuck. I think the whole thing is just a way to get the magazine in the newspaper, get Big Al Sharpton in the newspaper, and get Big Eddie Griffith back in the newspaper, who really hasn't had a lot of press since Pootie Tang. I think Pootie Tang was the last time out. But I'm going to agree with Earl, where they knew who they hired, but at the same time, he knew where he was going, Earl.
Yeah, I understand that, but unless someone told him, hey, you can't say that certain
You know
word.
that they did. You know that they have parameters.
See, I disagree with that. I don't think I honestly believe it's like, hey, let's just hire Eddie Griffin. He'll do his act, and then they were just shocked that, he was dropping the N-bomb, but...
I'm definitely going to agree with you there. You got a ton of comics that you could hire who were not going to drop the N-bomb and are not known for it. What did they think they were going to get when he went out there? And what did he think he was going to get when he started doing the act that he was going to do at a club for basically a bunch of advertisers? You're really looking at an upper class type of thing who people are going to be pissed off. So I think they both knew what they were doing. I think the whole thing is a cheap fucking publicity stunt just to get their names in the paper. It has very little to do with freedom of speech. Hey, Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez. I got to say, I agree with you 100% because isn't Eddie Griffin the guy that was in that movie Redline, and he fake crashed that Ferrari just for a publicity stunt for the movie?
I didn't.
Thought about that.
I'm not even familiar with that story.
Yeah, it was like 3 months ago. He was promoting his movie Redline. It was about race cars or something. And he drove a Ferrari into a berm and like crashed it completely. And they tried to play it off like it was an accident. But it was completely horrible promotion. And that's what he's not above it. He totally
Well,
orchestrated the
actually,
whole thing.
I don't think most people are all that above because you can't buy the kind of publicity to finally, find yourself in the paper and on the front of the Drudge Report and all. And I'm all for this kind of debate if it's real. I'm just not falling for it for a second on either side that it's real because it plays so easily into both people's careers. It's really good publicity for the comic who gets thrown off and for the magazine publisher who chucks them.
Well, shame on Eddie if he's pulling a fast one on us like that.
Either that or, what are you talking about?
They should have booked Wayne Brady.
Here is Bernie. Bernie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello.
Yeah.
I want to applaud Mr. Perfect. He's 2 for 2 today. I think he got some sleep last night.
I will say this, too. You are leading the pack here. You are leading the panel in predictions, Earl. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're the only one who I would say is taking this show seriously today.
I feel like I'm taking it very seriously.
You're missing a lot of shit. You're throwing bricks.
What?
You're throwing bricks.
The gerbil?
The Richard Gere thing.
That's great.
And I see you looking nervous. You're hesitant. You're hesitant to come into every single thing.
No, I'm not.
And Fez, every opportunity he gets is anti-PAC. Time and time on this show, where one time, even when O&A were suspended, he yells out on the show, "Hey, words hurt. You've got to be careful what you say because words will destroy." And words cause violence. And I'm like, dude, do you even understand what we're going through right now? You would swing over with the right in a New York Minute, Fez. You would have a torch and be burning Beatles albums in 15 minutes if you had the opportunity.
I'd like to think that I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I offer no evidence to dispute it.
Heath, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Heath.
Yes, sir, Ronnie. We love you here in Chicago. Hey, I wanted to send you to the big-ass prize closet, Ronnie, for calling bullshit on the bullshitters.
I will say this, too, though. I saw something in the Big Ass Prize Closet I didn't know existed, and that's the Saturday Night Fever 30-year anniversary, Earl.
Yeah, that arrived yesterday during the show.
And just one for you?
No, it's not for me, but it just
I have not left here with what I like to call the Earl Douglas, here you go, Ronnie, goodie bag, in quite some time.
Well, that's got to change.
Yes, it does have to change, young man. Now, you're leading the panel. Don't fall into a yes man. I don't want you doing that parrot act.
You're not as stupid as you sometimes appear. So we'll have no more of the parrot talk. Now, I don't want to get violent with you. But I told you no parrot talk.
There will be no more parrot talk.
Flay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, Dick Holder 909.
Face!
Hey, Fez, just wanted to kind of correct you. Wayne Brady isn't a comedian. He's actually an actor.
No.
Wayne Brady's not a comedian. He doesn't do a stand-up act.
No, he doesn't do stand-up. He's an actor. Even though he's done improv, it's not. He doesn't have a set stand-up comedian act.
That's not true, because when I was in Vegas, Wayne Brady had a stand-up act that he was doing every night.
Were you able to catch it?
No, I hate Wayne Brady.
Why?
He's all about him. Whenever I saw Wayne Brady play a Steve Martin clip, and
you have the balls to say somebody's all about themselves. You of all people.
But like one time there was, we have this great Steve Martin clip when he was on my show last year, and the clip was Wayne Brady talking while Steve Martin sat and laughed at Wayne Brady's jokes.
Here's Too Fat. You're on Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
All right, I wanted to say, I don't think there are any clean black actors. Look at BET, Def Comedy Jam, everything's nigga this, nigga that, so that's one thing. And I wanted to say, Earl, it's Earl season. He always, remember he was winning all that money for you last year during this time? I think this is his time of the year.
I know. Earl, do you got a pick this week?
No, not yet.
Wow. All right. I'm a little disappointed. Let me throw this out to you guys. We start pro football this year, right?
Yep, starts tonight.
Starts tonight, and we roll. What is the game tonight?
Saints at the Colts.
Yeah, and we roll into this weekend. What's more exciting right now? The pro baseball playoff run or the fact that pro football is starting up? Fez, I'll throw it to you first.
That pro football is back, and it starts tonight.
Even though you've got really another 5 months to go before we figure out what happens.
This is an exciting time because right now everyone has that clean slate. You don't know who that dark horse team is going to be. Right now,
and you won't for quite some time.
But every team has hope at this point. Even my team has some sort of hope right now.
Earl.
Without question, Major League Baseball. The races are heating up. There's fewer games. Teams are going head-to-head. This is the best time of the year. We just wrapped up almost 2 weeks where everyone involved in the playoff races basically played each other. The Yankees just wrapped up the Seattle series. Philly played the Braves. They played the Marlins. They played the Mets. This is the best time of the year.
Let's go to David.
Pennant fever.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as the beginning of football season fever.
Yeah, that's true.
That phrase doesn't exist.
And in a lot of ways, oddly enough, September baseball is more exciting. It's warmer. There's more teams. More cities are involved. It's almost like a better feeling than October baseball. When, like, okay, we're out, but I'm going to go watch, everybody else.
There's so many teams still alive.
Yeah.
They're all fighting for it, and the pressure is so thick. You can see it.
And at least the games are still warm. I really hate jacket baseball. It gets on my nerves. But September, you're not too hot when you're playing. And Fez, pro football, for me, they need to do something. There's something about that sport that it feels like a disconnect is happening. It's getting so corporate that it's really turning me off anymore.
Well, I've been saying for years they should make the field a lot smaller.
20-yard field like you had in your backyard?
Not 20 yards. That's a little extreme.
And then they should play it indoors.
No, I don't want to make it arena league football, but I would like a nice, 70-yard field.
All right, let me throw this one out there. Tiki Barber, the man we call the barber in the harbor, when he walked away from football, Fez Whatley cheered, Earl Douglas cheered, Eastside Dave and I called him a pussy, and we talked about the fact that he's afraid of Tom Coughlin. And it's his fault that Tom Coughlin is still in the game. He should have stood up to Tom Coughlin, led the team against him. He said, no, I want to walk away. Today, he's selling a book. Big part of the book, Tom Coughlin is a big reason why I'm walking away from the Giants. Eli Manning had better show some leadership, or the Giants will not win. He's taking shots on his way out. How come he lacked the balls to do that to begin with?
First of all, yeah, he's a traitor, and you don't talk about the locker room like that. Plus, I find it very hard to believe that Tom Coughlin mistreated Tiki Barber in any way.
So now you're back on Coughlin's side.
I'm anti-Tiki, and I will be burning my number 20 jersey as soon as I get home.
Why are you doing it on the air? Hey, here comes Pitsy finally into the show today. And he's dressed in his Saints wear, America's team, the Saints.
Why? I just want to get in the fucking spirit of NFL.
It's working
tonight. I know. But no, I mean, Tiki, this is everything people known about. Coughlin's such a piece of garbage. He's a bad coach. He's just saying what everybody's finally thinking.
But if he would have said this last year, the fans would have erupted and said, let's get rid of Coughlin. When Dave was going out of his mind last year, he wanted Coughlin fired. Tiki could have stood up, been a leader, instead of running off to the fucking Today Show, whatever hack shit he's doing now for money.
But he's so self-conscious that he didn't want to look like a Kobe, like forcing the coach out, and he didn't want people to look at him in a negative light, so that's why he didn't say it until now.
I agree. He chose himself over his team.
I agree with you 100%.
And that, to me, is a bad player, and that, to me, is enough to keep him out of the Hall of Fame forever.
Yeah, no, he's gone, and the Giants should excommunicate him from a part of the Big Blue family. That's A. B.
There's a Big Blue family?
Yes.
Smurfs?
No, number 56, number 11, hanging in the halls.
He'll never hang up his shirt.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah.
And also, this is why, and I'm being totally serious here, you cannot trust running backs and wide receivers. They are the most two-faced athletes in the history of athletics.
And
are you going to say that about the sweetness?
Peyton was one exception to the rule.
Thank you. All right. I disagree with most of the things that you're saying, but in Peyton, I'm not going to put up with it.
And Tiki only had...
He's dead. He died from a horrible disease.
I felt bad.
I tried to find somebody who we've already turned into a saint. Seriously, how quick am I? How dangerous is it walking out
That was really upsetting. I really felt like I had a thing I could stand on. And fucking Walter Payton calling him an asshole would just be wrong.
Cute or weird? How nervous Dave is on the mic today. Cute or weird?
Weird.
Weird.
Cute.
I gotta tell you, I feel very relaxed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm nervous?
I'm waiting before you get off your first laugh here.
You don't think this was a classy move on Tiki's part?
Writing a fucking book about your teammates is classy?
No, to do it after he retired.
Bullshit!
Please, he didn't talk bad
to sell fucking books.
He didn't talk bad about the locker room while he was still on the team. He was already taking heat for saying he was going to retire.
Well, I have no problem with the locker room talk if you're fucking right. I have a problem with the locker room talk if it's give me the ball more and all that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But to say this isn't good for the franchise and it's why I'm stepping down is the man's move to make. To fucking wait until you want people to pay $24.95 or whatever the book costs, then you can find out about it. That's the fucking cheap fucking shot.
And it's not like people haven't written a book during their career. Keyshawn Johnson wrote a book. Give me the ball, or give me the damn ball, while he was still playing. That was a true man. This is the same type of bullshit like a Canseco or a Pete Rose to me.
I agree 100%. This is a fucking Canseco move. I'm willing to say something if you pay me. Snuggins is a big Giants fan. What's happening, brother?
What's up, buddies? Yeah, actually, it's partly to sell books, but I think it's also because he just misses the attention that he got playing football. It's the biggest thing in America, and now nobody cares.
Well, he's on the fucking Today Show, and then he also is doing Sunday Night Football, part of the Roundtable.
But I mean,
it's not like he's hurting for attention.
I watch football all the time, and I haven't seen him on TV once.
You don't get up. You don't get up till 11:30. You're not going to see the Today Show.
And then Sunday Night Football is now the big Roundtable show, and it's. I mean, it would be a great gig to have.
Yeah, I guess, but I still think he just misses.
All right, you're right. No one knows who he is.
They're still running his Escalade commercial.
Should change his name to Stubborn. Not Snuggin.
I seriously, to me, I think he's a.
Did you hear that?
You're really bad.
What?
You're just really not helping out. You know, I got problems. Obviously, Fez has problems. Today was going to be your step-up day. Hit a couple from the outside.
The change the name Stubborn. It sounds just like Snuggin, only.
Monday, I'm gonna have to find new people to come in here and help out a little bit.
All right.
I'm gonna keep that third mic open on Monday.
Okay.
Blowhard.
Hey, guys. Not being a Giants fan, but I will say that Tiki Barber is an egotistical little shit.
Good.
Who basically bailed out on his team, and the guy's ego is tremendous. For this guy to think that he can just get this great career in television, and now the funny thing is Strahan is trying to do the same thing. He's already planning out his network television deal.
It's everybody who plays a market number one thinks that they should, and Joe Namath couldn't even work a television career.
It's amazing how these guys just want to go right from the field into the broadcast booth or do other things.
Blowhard, don't you think Tiki Barber worked for a broadcast career? Every offseason he did local sports.
So what?
And he was
so does every fucking ham and egger out there. He just happens to be in New York.
He had his own radio show. He was awful.
Yeah.
It was just...
He is fucking... I agree with Blowhard here. He is shit on TV. I watch him do some kind of... We're making a salad together thing. I'm disgusted that this guy walked away from this team, and I'm not, and never will be a Giants fan.
And you know, guys, he can.
But they have a shot to go to the fucking Super Bowl. His legs still work.
Yeah,
he can knock Copeland all he wants, but remember, Tiki had that bad case of the fumbleitis, and
Right.
it's funny how it stops under Copland's watch.
Yeah, the guy who supposedly taught him how to play the game of
The
football.
guy, when he finally came into his own. He's a gutless little shit, and I don't wish the guy well. I'm a Rondé
This is
fan.
what I love about Tiki, too. Oh, Tom Coughlin came here, and he taught me high and tight. You've been carrying the ball since you were 8 years old. Why were you swinging it out there on your hip? Why did Tom Coughlin have to say high and tight?
And that's why he should never be in the Hall of Fame, because he only had 3 really good years. Before that, he fumbled. He really didn't amount all the yards that he did in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a Hall of Fame career.
And he never was the number one back at any time. He never would have been, if you were playing fantasy football, get me Tiki.
That's
When
true.
he
I mean,
got
with
drafted-
Damian Tomlinson and Larry Johnson out
Right.
there.
When he got drafted, he was projected to be a third down back because of his size and his weight and his height and weight. And he did become a better player, but you got to give Coughlin credit for that, Tiki. You just can't shit on the guy. And he's really brave in the broadcast booth, getting headlines, trashing his old team. Boy, what a loyal guy! I want him on my team. He's a real class act. And Ronnie, one last thing. You mentioned the Saturday Night Fever anniversary.
Yeah.
The building has been razed. It is
really?
gone. It is gone. It was bought and torn down, and it is now just an office building, not a plaque. There's nothing there.
There should be a plaque for the 2001 disco?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people, I think it's a landmark in Brooklyn, and I think that they should have done something, but now it's just a Chinese office building with no reminder whatsoever of the great movie and the great tourist attraction and place of history and cinema. But that's all I got, guys.
Peace out, brother.
Take care.
Thanks, Blowhard.
The blowhard ending that deal, Fezzy. Earl, we never saw you pitching because you were on Fezzy's side sticking up for Tiki early on.
Yeah, I mean, my feeling on Tiki is if you don't have the heart and the desire to play anymore, retire, walk away, because there's other guys that want that spot.
Well, what about what he's doing now? That's what we're talking about.
And with Coughlin, he's not saying anything that's particularly new. Remember the play?
No, but he's selling it. That's what bugs me. He's selling it when he didn't have the balls to say it, and taking shots at Eli too.
But I remember when the play.
And he is a guy that could have helped that team. Could have as good a chance as anybody of going to the Super Bowl this year.
Well, what did he say about Eli?
He has no leadership skills. He better learn some.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I will throw tomatoes.
Again,
at
is he
Tiki
wrong?
If I ever see it.
It's not that far away.
He's a young guy, Earl. You have
He's
to develop
30, what,
leadership.
31, 30
No,
oh.
I was talking Eli. Have to
Eli-
develop leadership.
First, and he's how old? 25?
Yes.
Yeah. And again, you're not going to get leadership by having the guy who is the elder statesman on the fucking team yelling he has no leadership.
What's wrong with Tiki being the leader?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, the quarterback is a general on the field, but if you want to be a leader, Tiki, be a leader. Don't
Actually,
ask for
lead
someone
that
else.
guy to be a leader. Say, hey,
Right.
kid, I'm with you no matter what happens. Or, shut up, Eli's talking.
Yeah.
If you're fucking hearing that from an all-pro and you're a fucking lineman, you're going to shut your fucking mouth and help him become a leader.
Well, I've had trust issues with Tiki ever since you told me that one story. I won't say it, but that one story.
Oh, yeah, don't bring that up. That's a private neighborhood.
I won't. But I'm just saying this. I've had trust issues with him, and he clearly is not trustworthy, and I'm done with him forever.
I'm done with Tiki Barber. I'm done with his brother Rondé, and I'm done with that mom who wears the shirt that has each team in it.
What did Rondé do?
What's the difference?
He looks
between
just
Tiki?
like him.
Yeah. And why don't you have some kind of career, Rondé? You're the one who's actually, to me, has more balls. Has more balls.
Better in big games.
No, yesterday I had a feeling that I haven't had in New York, Fezzy, since 9/11, and it really brought that I'm lacking control feeling out. I'm walking home from work here yesterday. I'm going past the place where the CBS studios are, the CBS, and I hear something, and I turned around, and it was a free Maroon 5 concert, and I couldn't get away. There were things in the street. People were running, and it just brought back the incredible feelings that we had at 9/11. When is this city going to be safe from these kind of things again? When can you feel okay?
What a horrific thing to have to go through.
It was terrible. And later at night when I closed my eyes, I could still just see them and their fans. What is with that band? How did they blow up so big?
They, when you have that one soft rock song that appeals to girls, you can make
do a quick
10 years.
impression.
Baby! Wait a second. How did that song go?
Isn't it that She Will Be Loved or something like that? Is that them?
She will be loved.
No, that's not even it. You don't even know the
And
hook.
she will be loved.
Thank you. That's it. And I just started. I was running as hard as I could. There was no getting away. People were screaming. And somebody, and I'm telling you, It wasn't me, but someone pushed Pepper Hicks's mom down to get away.
Oh, no. Not again.
Yeah, it was her first day out.
Oh.
Yeah. Maroon 5, why, Earl?
Chicks love the lead singer. He's a semi-good-looking guy, and
You were going to say hot.
no,
You were.
I was not. Absolutely not. No, they love the singer. They love the singer. They love the love songs, and I don't get it, but that it's always been that way. They'll always fall for the lead singer who has good looks.
He's not that good looking of a guy. I saw him as I was running past.
And they're on the cover of Rolling Stone. They are the ugliest fucking guys ever.
I gotta agree with you there. They look average.
BTO called.
Way to show your age to the Maroon 5 audience. Why not bring up Glenn Miller, Fez, and keep on going in that direction?
But don't you think it's the same thing as a boy band? They just market the look of the one guy instead of the five guys?
Five Guys, great burgers. Speaking of boy bands, did you see JT bringing it the other night?
Yeah.
Was that a live show in Madison Square Garden, or was it?
No, it was taped.
Tape live.
Yeah.
So he's taped in Madison Square Garden. Gigantic stage. I know he sold out the place, but the stage you could have easily played basketball on. And people are going crazy for him.
And they had drapes on the stage that were used as the big screens.
Mm-hmm.
So you were only seeing basically 1/4 of the stage where you could sit from because they were all blocked off by the big screens.
Yeah.
So you would only maybe get to see him for 40 minutes for a 3-hour show.
A 3-hour show. Fez, did you happen to see this?
No, I did not see the...
Big Earl Douglas, did you see it?
Yes, I did. I saw parts of it.
What did you think of him?
I thought it was all right, but it was just like he was just copping moves that I've seen before. It's like it was part Prince, it was a lot of Michael Jackson. There's clearly the Michael Jackson influence.
Well, yes, he does Prince. The love sexy thing is a Prince thing. He dances and sings like Michael. There's a little Smokey Robinson in there, and there's a little Stevie Wonder. But if you're going to cop from people, and everyone does, at least he picks good people to cop from. I'd rather see him doing that than Babyface or anybody that he would have actually grown up on.
Yeah, I understand that, but at the same time...
And he brings whiteness that all those people didn't have. Let me go to a girl. Here's Lil. Come on in, darling.
Hi.
Where are you on this JT thing?
Oh, he's my absolute favorite.
Really?
And, yeah, I actually went to the show. So I got
the one
to
that
see
he
it live.
did?
I saw the one 2 days before. I wasn't recording
Okay.
for HBO, but I did.
Was
see
it done the
exact-
same
It's
exact
pretty much
way?
identical, yeah.
Even right down to when he does the shots?
Yeah.
I had the feeling that he did a thing where he and his dancers, his male dancers, none of the girls, they weren't invited out for shots, but as he salutes us, the listener, and all, and I'm like, this is so feeling like I'm watching a Broadway show, that I don't feel it's the guy who just decides to have a shot.
Right.
There was a planned speech. Was even the little, I don't know what to say, I'm just overwhelmed sitting here. Did
I
he do
think
that
so,
gimmick?
yeah, and he
'Cause
also
where
did
he
the-
would tear up a little bit?
Yeah, and then when he was rolling up the sleeves,
Ready
that
for
was
business.
identical. Because I
Yeah.
was like, that
He was
really
ready for
hot to them.
business.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like when a politician rolls their sleeves up when there's been a flood. I'm here, and we're going to get this done. But you still like him.
I love him. And I get really offended when people say that he's just ripping off the Michael Jackson thing, because these are people that he was influenced by growing
Right.
up. So I don't see it as much as it like ripping on these people as much as like I was influenced by these people and I'm incorporating it into what I do now.
I would agree with that, but you have to also have some bit of originality.
And I think he does.
What is it?
He's white?
Other than being white, which is really, the problem of also lifting from black entertainers, being white, you have to say, and then I took it in this direction.
Right. Well, I think his voice is a lot different.
No.
I think so.
It
I
really
do.
isn't.
I really do.
Yeah.
He also wears the hat, and he moonwalks.
Yeah.
Which is sort of Michael Jackson's signature move.
But I will give him credit for rocking a suit, which he got from Robbie Williams, who's white. But I do think it's better than wearing big dumb pants.
Well, he came a long way since his boy band days, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, he is the one who is still working. I give him credit for that. But even the backup dancers, they haven't done any new moves since '83. It's still Michael. It's still Michael's sister. All those moves, it looks exactly the same. They even look like Madonna's dancers.
Yeah, and you can throw in a little bit of Hammer. They do that shuffle.
Hammer time?
Yeah.
The Hammer entourage?
Sure. But you said
so. You're saying he can touch this?
You said Timberlake's the only one who's acting, but Chris Kirkpatrick's in the hit show Man Band, which is a really great show on VH1.
Chris Kirkpatrick is.
He was one of the members of NSYNC.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
but I mean, really working. I mean, this kid's selling out fucking stadiums, and the other guys are in something called Man Band.
Right.
You know, so
he's with the guy from Color Me Bad, and
whether you like his music or not. The guy had an HBO special at 9 o'clock from Madison Square Garden, selling out this tour. You can't argue with the fact that he's successful.
And you can't argue the fact that he's not talented either. I mean, you watch him and sing and dance, and he's on stage for 2.5 hours, and you can't deny the fact that he was born to do that. Like, he's incredibly
I'm not
talented.
going to disagree, but almost in an American Idol way rather than a rock or soul guy way. That I think, for me personally... And I checked it out because my niece is 11 and loves him. And when she was here, I had to take her up to his new chitlin and fried chicken place. And we sat there, and she was just ecstatic to be there, right? Sitting in this place. So I wanted to check it out so I could relate to her. But to me, it is so fabricated that, it doesn't have what I like about live performing.
And girls will never admit that a lot of times they like someone who's attractive, and a guy will not go out and purchase a Madonna record just because she's attractive. But a girl finds Justin Timberlake cute, so she'll go out and buy his record.
It is true that normally the famous women, you know what I mean, like have more of a women audience than they have more of a men audience. That if you go to see, I don't know, Sheryl Crow, it's going to be like 70-30. It's going to be women and then some guys that got drug along.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, Sheryl Crow is hot, but I would never buy her
you never
music.
would go to the show?
No,
Yeah.
not in a million years.
Yeah, and that is true about men. Yet they will show up at those metal shows without a single broad in the audience, and that's really uncomfortable for me. I find that seriously the most homoerotic S&M act going on out there. Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole thing with the JT type shows, like you can go to like 2 or 3 shows and it's the same exact show back to back to back. Now I'm a big jam band fan, and I'll drop the name of Fish. Like I've been to like 70 shows, and like each show was different. Even the same songs were different, and that's what I love is just the variety of it. And those other shows are just it's packaged product, you know.
All right, now. And, all right, I'll let, Lily, does this bother you at all that it's the show, or do you feel like, all right, he's working towards a perfection?
Yeah, exactly. And plus, he does it in different cities all the time. So I saw it in New Jersey. I'm not going to see it in California. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's the same show, but
you could have said. You could have said that about Kiss or Queen. A lot of people that a lot of if you have a big major show, it's very difficult to improvise because you have lights and fireworks and everything tied in with it. Earl, what do you think? Do you want to see when you go to see like even an Eric Clapton? Do you think that when he breaks off to do a riff, it should be the same riff every night?
No, not at all. I think that's what makes the tour different is like you switch songs, you stretch.
But
things
Motown
out.
wasn't that way.
Well, Motown, it was a different era and a different time where you only had like 4 or 5 songs. It was
But
almost
that's
like a
bullshit
review.
because Jefferson Airplane and Grateful Dead were around at the same time and they were doing improvised shows.
Yeah,
it's just a different style.
Yeah,
Some people want to go, I want to get the show done exactly. I know comics who work the same way, where you'll think, hey, I saw him. He picked on this guy in the front row about his hair. The next night, he's got another guy. He finds the bald guy every night, and he's doing the same lines. So if you ever see the show twice, you're like, motherfucker, I thought you were improvising. You're just finding the same bald guy wherever you go. Whoever goes there, you're going to find a fucking bald guy. So a lot of the so-called improvisation happens a lot less than you ever think it would. Here's Jerry. Jerry, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah. Have you noticed how racist Earl sounds? When you're talking about the black athletes, boy, he's all for them. And then then he downgrades Eli, downgrades JT. Tiki's the best thing that ever grabbed a football. Odd.
All right, Earl, how do you back yourself up with that one?
I completely disagree with that. I mean, I didn't say Tiki Barber. Tiki Barber was a damn good football player. that's just a fact. He was a great football player.
But doesn't it seem odd, Earl, that you are always on the side of the black man, always against the white man, and definitely always against the white woman like Lily?
Well, with the brothers, you got to defend the brothers all the time because they're always under attack in some form or another.
And what attack are they under?
Look at the guys who got the lights on them right now. Michael Vick, Shaquille O'Neal, Tiki. I mean,
all right, let's go through one at a time. Michael Vick, how do you defend him?
Well, you don't. Well, I just don't think you should be going to doing federal time for dogfighting. But I really just don't believe that. I know it's.
But how come you've never had any problem against the dogfighting laws before all this time until Michael Vick was involved? Because this isn't the Michael Vick rule. It existed on the books.
I wasn't even aware of there were dogfighting.
I need you to stay involved, brother. I need you to come to a couple of my PETA meetings.
Yeah, but I was completely unaware of.
By the way, we're doing something new, and it's called peanut butter, and it's like peanut butter, but it's animal free.
Isn't peanut butter animal free?
You would think, wouldn't you?
You would.
The rat pieces in there.
Oh,
rat pieces.
Dirty factories.
Come on. I love peanut butter.
Oh, you like rat pieces?
No, I don't.
Enjoy it, but you're eating rat pieces. Cute or weird? Rat pieces and peanut butter.
That's weird. It's not cute at all.
All right.
Weird.
All right, Earl, what is the big Shaq story?
Shaq's getting divorced. And for some reason, that is completely major news, and they're talking about it. Did he sign a prenup, and is he right? And the whole issue with his kids. And I'm like, it's a divorce. Half the people who get married get divorced. So I don't think it's such a big deal. It's a one-day story that's dragged on for almost 3 days now.
Well, what do you know the story, Fez? Because I'm not that familiar with it. By the way, I had no idea. I saw him on so many things with his wife and kids, and they were all so adorable together. I was like happy for Shaq that he had this really sweet family because his wife seems like she was crazy about him. The kids are adorable. They had this giant bed with a Superman sheet that the whole family would sleep in together. They were really, really sweet, so I feel bad about this.
So the divorce is going forward. There is a prenup, and what Shaq is doing, Shaq is accusing his wife of hiding money and hiding assets. So he wants to bring her into court and force her to make a full disclosure of everything she has, properties, whether it's in her name, both their names, so that it lives up to the prenup. And the only other sidebar on this I heard is that Pat Riley said he is devastated by the word of this divorce.
Yeah, so I'm not devastated, but I saw that family on TV, and they seemed really adorable.
I saw this thing on Shaq where he said that he's never spent $1 of his contract money, that he's only spent his endorsement money. So if he does get fucked, like, he's going to lose over $100 million.
Based on what?
Because he's never touched that money that he's made from the NBA. He's only spent his endorsement money.
But if he goes out $100 million, that means that he has at least $200 million. But that's not fucked, in my opinion. That's really doing okay for yourself.
So you would say you would just give her the $100 million and let her go?
I don't know what else would you do if that's what it came down to. I don't know what their prenuptial agreement is.
Prenups don't even stand up anymore, do they?
I have no idea why they would do something that isn't legal.
I'm just saying in general.
All right, if you're saying you don't want to share your assets with a partner, then you cannot get married.
Oh, I never even thought of it that way.
I mean, what does getting married mean?
You're forming a relationship with another person?
And, well, you've already had a relationship. You are saying what to the world?
This is my wife.
This is my wife, my partner. We walk through life together, sickness, health, blah, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
Why does the money part shock people that you have to pay money when any kind of partnership breaks up? Why does that shock people?
Doesn't shock me. Yeah. I'm assuming that, God forbid there's ever a divorce.
Right.
She'll be giving me 50%. I'll be giving her 50%.
That's the deal. It doesn't. It's crazy for people even to say anything about it.
Yeah, because you're supposed to share, and that's not going to happen, by the way. But you're supposed to. That's what.
What's not going to happen? That you break up?
A divorce.
Yeah. Well, obviously, you don't get married thinking Well, only the prenup people think that they're going to get a divorce. And I don't know what the things of this prenup is, because obviously he had assets before they met. And, you know. But again, to me, why get married if you're not sharing your assets? Why go, I want to get married to this person. This is my partner through life, but everything that I had up until this time. Then don't get fucking married. Work out some other thing, but stop acting like you're partners.
I just want to know who gets the Kazam money.
Well, Earl, get me somebody in here to work with on Monday, okay?
All right.
And it's not an anti-Dave thing, but this was his chance to shoot today.
Kazam.
You're putting up Watley numbers. You're putting up Watley numbers.
I'm trying to throw it out, though.
So, Earl, you're on Shaq's side and against his wife.
Yeah, I think, with the exception of the children, because they have 6 children together. I mean, they had 4 children together. Each had a kid going into the marriage. Take care of the kids, but, you know, she should get out of it whatever she put into it. You know what I mean? I was like, if she was, you know, if it was a true partnership, then it should be 50-50. If it wasn't, she should.
First of all, how do you know what happens in a true partnership? Let's say a true partnership, you look at me and Fez and the partnership that we had, right?
Yeah.
If we were to break up now, right? How do you know who has done what into this partnership? Maybe Fez came up with the idea, Ron, I think we should go with XM, and talked me into it. Does that mean that he owns that decision? Where I could say, hey, I'm the one who talked to Eric Logan. I'm the one who finalized the deal. Who made that decision? There is no decision done through partners that you can really definitely say this is one. One could be an advisor throughout the whole time. You don't know what that is. You don't know what that person puts into it.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, whoever does the lion's share of the work should get the lion's share of the money.
How do you figure that? What is the lion's share of the work? Is it working hard or is it working smart? Suppose that and again, I'll take this out and just use it with me and Fez and say we did 99 deals, right?
Yeah.
And out of the 99 deals, only one of them was really successful, and that was mainly my deal, right?
Yes.
Should I get all that money when the partnership splits up?
I think
because we might not have had that last deal if not for the 98 failures.
I think you should get the money.
That would be ridiculous. You have to understand me. When you're learning and going through things together, you get better based on the failures you've had leading up to that point.
We don't know exactly what these assets are that Shaq's looking for. Maybe it's some side company that his wife started or something.
But she probably started it with his money.
So he should get everything because he's the basketball player.
Even though she ran it.
No, I mean, obviously she has to get
Again, this is one of those things where everybody feels like they know what fucking happens with other people when it's really they know nothing about it at all.
But then wouldn't it be better to have the agreement before you even got into it, just so you could avoid the whole entire thing?
Apparently they do. Apparently that's the prenup. My fucking point is this. Then stop acting like let's go and have a wedding and we're really partners. If you're not 100... And Dave, you just said anything that happens between you and your wife, you split, right?
Yes.
And now you're saying whoever does the lion's share of the work gets everything.
You convinced me when you were talking about it.
I was trying to convince you of the opposite.
Yeah, but
that one never knows what partners do. What is the more valued part in that partnership is very hard to figure out.
But I'm sure the partners would know. I mean,
Absolutely not.
So you're saying...
would you think that Fez would ever say, in the Ron and Fez thing, I think I deserve less than 50%?
No, I wouldn't expect Fez to say that.
Would you expect me to say that?
No, of course not.
Do you think that you could probably mathematically figure out that one of us is more responsible?
Yes, I think you could.
So why isn't that the fair way to go if you're saying that is?
Well, I mean, according to my theory, yeah. Then if I broke down how many minutes you were talking on the air or whatnot, then I guess you should get more money, is what I'm saying.
All right, Fez, does that sound fair to you? Minutes talked.
No, because it's a partnership.
But I think that...
I'm willing to go for minutes talked on the air.
All right, so I think...
I'd rather go for tears.
Then you're winning that one.
No, but I mean, you know...
But that you came up with a great fucking premise there. Is a partnership, a comedic partnership, does it come down to who talked the most minutes? Is that the person who's working harder?
I mean, not always, because someone has to set things up or be a straight man. I understand that. But I think there would be a or if you could also do how many laughs were gotten with each show. And so I think you might also still deserve more money. No offense.
I say we just go lines of the day. Let's measure the lines of the day against each other.
But Mr. B,
10-1 right now.
But Nirvana, was a 3-man band. But because Kurt Cobain wrote the music, he got 70% of the money.
Because that's the way they set up the partnership. The Doors set it up where everybody got 25% each.
Yeah, and that's because Ray Manzarek is very shady when it comes to business, I think.
How based on what? If that's his deal with someone.
If it's all equal, how is it shady?
Because he probably convinced Jim Morrison to do it, and
then that would be considered a good businessman, not shady.
And I believe it was Morrison's idea that it was all equal, because he hated being put out front as far as, they never said Jim Morrison and the Doors. No, we're the Doors. It's all four of us.
That's according to Oliver Stone's film. Jim did a lot to separate himself from that band.
So what is your point?
My point is that Ron probably should get more money. I mean, I'm not trying to start...
How much more? Give me percentage-wise.
How did it go here?
Seriously, I'm now just curious.
How did this happen?
What should the percentage-wise be, and to be fair?
I mean, I'd really like to take out my pencil and books and figure it out, but if you're telling me to give a number, I'll go 70-30 right now.
All right.
But what about all the production work Fez does behind the scenes, like the pre-production stuff? That doesn't count for
anything?
anything?
Give me one.
The show prep stuff.
What's the show prep?
The stories.
What stories?
I don't have the thing in front of me, but...
All right, hold on. I got it in front of me. This is a list of things that are in the news.
Okay.
And why don't we read these off, and I'll time you, and we'll see how much of the show is done there.
Okay. Fred Thompson. Chris Benoit. Pavarotti. Tiki vs. Tom. NFL. John Cusack. Flying Goats. And Living Boyfriends.
All right, that gave us almost 28 seconds out of a 3-hour show. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to throw him another % for that.
I don't think I want Pitsy defending me.
And Fez, did you get all those?
No, I didn't get all those.
Where'd you get them from?
I got some of them from you.
Interesting. I'm going up to 80-20.
No, come on, 80-20 is a little extreme, but maybe 75-25. Yeah, I think I could live with that.
You don't have to live with it.
Seriously, Fez, now that you're hearing this, you think that he's right? And I'm being serious now.
Yeah, you know what? Yes, in the mood I'm in this week, yes, it feels like that.
Let's get a hold of my lawyer. And I want to have you sign some papers.
I'm sure you'd still probably be making really good money. I don't know what you guys
Hell of a lot more than you. I guarantee you, he'll dominate you. I know you want to get the prick still won't pick up a check.
That's a shame.
Now, but I'll guarantee you this, the NEW days, it was definitely 50-50.
Yeah?
Of course, that's 4 years ago. Oh, Jesus, is it? Coming up to 5, right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yep. 5 in January.
Yeah. You left 2003.
Thanks, Rain Man.
Just a date that haunts me.
Do you feel like you should be paid more than Earl?
No. No, I think Earl's is the leader of a ship, and I think the leader should get more money.
You feel comfortable with that, Earl?
Yeah, I feel comfortable with it.
It eats at me every day. It eats at me every day that you make more money than anyone. That's what bothers me out of all this. Hey, you brought up the Pavarotti story. Oddly enough, and I'd sent this thing to Earl to open the show with Pavarotti today. He did not. I thought that would have been a classy move. One of the listeners sent it in. Why wouldn't you do that, Earl?
There's no real reason. It was just we had a couple set openers and we went with one of them.
But wouldn't you think a guy dies, you open the show with him that day?
Yeah, I mean that's
just for the timeliness of it.
Did you even get the email?
Yes, I did.
Did you just decide on your own not to do it?
Yes, I did.
Or did you forget?
No, I didn't forget. I just decided not to do it.
Did you decide not to write back to me? Hey, I decided not to do this?
No, I didn't. Honestly, I didn't have time to write you back on that.
What do you mean you didn't have time? I sent it to you at 10 o'clock.
No, I understand that, but I was already... When I got that email, I was pretty much out the door, and I was already en route.
Okay, and you saw me, 20 minutes before the show?
About 15, yes.
And did you realize during that 15 or 20 minutes I thought we were opening with Pavarotti?
No, I did not.
Why wouldn't you? I sent it to you.
No, I know that, but again, I just made a decision not to run with it.
Can I take back what I said about Earl getting more money than me?
It's odd. And who picked the Sonics?
That was a Hicks selection.
Uh-huh. Were you afraid to get in trouble with Hicks?
No, not at all. I like the song.
Okay. Anyway, oddly enough, years ago I saw Pavarotti in a restaurant.
Oh, yeah?
Bigger than life this man was. Fantastically bigger than life. And even though I would never be able to say, oh, that's Pavarotti singing, he was the only opera singer I ever knew who he was.
Right.
And something about him, I don't know, he had that look like a man who enjoyed life. Like a man who would have a big laugh, eat good food, go to great places.
Yeah, I always thought...
And he was a big guy that women dug.
I could see that. But I always thought if they were going to make a movie out of him, you could get John Rhys Davies to be him. But he's also the same thing. He loves like the ale and loves just being boisterous.
Well, the first time John Rhys Davies, of course, being a major fan of the TV show Sliders, I am mad about. But didn't he play a really mean guy in the first thing? Wasn't he a Midnight Express?
Jeez, I don't know that.
Is that the same guy we're talking about? The guy from Sliders?
Well, yeah. He's in Sliders, of course. Yeah, but he's in the Indiana Jones movies,
right?
And he played the little hedgehog in Lord of the Rings.
Earl, did you look this up to see if he was in Midnight Express?
We're looking it up now.
Okay. Who's we?
Lily's looking it up now.
Is Lily doing it all, and you're doing what?
He's watching.
Making sure we don't have any Pavarotti on?
Well, I was doing that, and then I told her I was like, look up Midnight Express.
And what did you come up with?
Well, I was literally typing it in.
Who was typing it, you or her?
Well, I was typing in the Pavarotti in here, and then she was typing up the
Why would you
IMDb.
type in Pavarotti?
Well, I was typing in the... I was typing
People
his
who
full
look
name.
like Pavarotti.
What were you typing,
Website.
Earl?
I was typing... Lily's talking to me at the same time, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm talking to you on the air.
I understand that. That's why I was trying to tell her. I'm trying to tell her that. But I was typing in Luciano Pavarotti. I was just making sure I got the spelling right.
Why were you typing that in?
Because I was looking up another song and hearing the
But you chose not to run that song when I wanted to today. I'm not going to run one now. You had the opportunity to open the show with it. You didn't think that was a good idea. Why would you think it's a good idea now?
Well, because we're talking about him now.
I would have been talking about him earlier. Did she find out about that other guy?
She's still looking it up.
Yeah. Why don't we just break? Ron and Fez show.
Ronnie B. Fez W. The Ron and Fez show.
He's only funny on other people's show. He woke up Ron's chick with a blast of gas from his ass. As he gave Ron a Christmas gift, it was a piece of shit ashtray. So Ronnie gave it to Earl and told him to throw it away. I hate to say it, but Fezzy's going crazy. I hate to say it, Fezzy's going crazy. He sees ghosts on Retard Island. He knows the fainting goat falls over, spray a little Febreze. I hate to say it, but Fez is going crazy. I hate to say it, but Fez is going crazy.
Yeah, it's the Ron and Fez show. Or the name I'm trying to start, R&F, which never happens. O&A, get the O&A thing, but we never get R&F. Why?
I don't think it flows as easily as O&A.
What doesn't flow? O&A doesn't flow so easy to me.
R&F just sounds like ARNF.
Well, O&A sounds like O&E. Ooh, we like them out here in the Midwest. O&E. O-E.
There, it's going to catch on.
I got to talk to my man, Mikey Boy. Hello, Mikey Boy.
Hey, guys. I just wanted to let you know, John Rice Davies wasn't in Midnight Express. I think the guy you're thinking of is Paul Smith, who actually was also Bluto in that awful Popeye adaptation that Robert Altman and Robin Williams did.
And I, for some reason, get those two guys confused. Mikey Boy, I never send you into the prize closet, but I would like you to have the 30th anniversary of the Saturday Night Fever movie.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. And you sent me your number. I have not worked up my courage to talk to you. And maybe I think because your voice sounds so kind that I'll fall apart. I need you to start sounding gruffer.
Okay.
Okay. Big winner, Mikey Boy. Who's the big winner today? Mikey Boy. Mikey's the big winner.
He sure
Mikey is. You're the big winner.
Thank you.
He growed up. He growed up. He growed up. All right, there he goes, Mikey Boy, who looks exactly like that guy from Jeopardy who won all the money, Fez, and now is doing another game show where he's battling people who've won other game shows.
Ken Jennings.
Have you seen this show, though?
I haven't seen the new Ken Jennings show.
No, it's not a Ken Jennings show. He's just one of the people on it. And Dennis Miller is doing color commentary for this. And it's a lot of little jokes he has.
It's a trivia game?
Yeah, it's trivia, it's math. It's almost like an IQ game. So there's current event stuff. There is math stuff where you're having to do, really quick stuff. There's a thing called Cute or Weird, and that's the one that I invented. Do you like that premise I came up with?
Yeah, I think it's really funny.
Thanks. Give me a lot of credit. Did you want to plug something here?
Yes, I did. There is still some room for the Jeff Garlin Unmasked being taped tomorrow. Some seats still available. If you'd like to go, email live@xmradio.com, live@xmradio. That's going to be 1 o'clock tomorrow, Comics Comedy Club in New York. Put Jeff Garlin in the subject heading. That is for Unmasked being taped tomorrow in New York.
Jeff Garlin, of course, comic, actor, director, producer, writer. Go to RottenTomatoes.com. Put in Someone to Eat Cheese With. Fantastic reviews for this movie. He's up in the 70, 80%, 100% of the cream of the crop.
Wow.
Fantastic for a guy making his first movie and doing it on the independent thing. So if you want to find out, if you're like Paul O, you want to make your own independent film, great way to do it. Is Lily know how all that's going around? Earl, I know you got slapped down yesterday. Did Lily also?
Yes, a little bit, but not as bad as I did.
Yeah. All right.
I got throttled pretty badly yesterday.
Well, I'm looking for updates. Has she got those for me?
Yes, she has those updates.
Okay, well, I only have an hour left in the show, Earl. So I hate to wake you up, but thanks for being there. What else were we going to talk about here? Dave, you got a bet coming up, too, with the Yankees, right?
Yes, I have a bet that if the Yankees make the playoffs, I cannot see, text message, or email my wife for 7 days, and that will destroy me.
Cute or weird? Not seeing your wife?
No, that's just weird for me.
Fez?
Cute.
Yeah. Earl?
That's weird.
No. I want to go with weird also, but then also weird that she likes Dave, which I still can't figure out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep saying it, though.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I will be really distraught, and for the first time in my life, I'm rooting against the Yankees. They're 3 up on Seattle right now.
3 up on Seattle. which you would think at this point they're going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, and I can't believe Detroit either.
Panic in Detroit, they call it.
So that was, I was really thinking Detroit was going to make the playoffs, so now I'm almost shit out of luck.
You know what the problem is?
What?
There's a panic in Detroit.
I know that.
I gave him two cues.
Song.
He just won't do it. He won't be there for me today. So you're worried about not being able to see her?
Yeah, well, yes, because I don't want to leave her alone. Who knows what could happen in a week? She could make new acquaintances. She could be on Pal Talk, finding new people.
That's how you met her, right?
Yes, so that's something I'm very scared about. And there's also the financial burden it will take on me because I'm going to have to stay at the St. James Hotel.
You are more than welcome to stay at Pitty's house.
I'm a lazy boy.
Over there with Pitty Fang. By the way, Pitsy might not be in with us next week. He's got jury duty.
Oh.
Yeah. So he might miss a couple of the R&F shows.
I would never stay with Pitts.
I like the flow. I like the flow.
You think?
Yeah.
All right.
I wouldn't stay with him because I'm really uncomfortable when people and their parents argue. That's like one of the worst things that just gets me really nervous and scared. Filled with anxiety.
You're going to be 30, so stop being nervous and scared with what other people have to say.
We put our best foot forward when company's over, Dave. So we'll clean the lazy boy off. We'll vacuum all the crumbs out and plug it back in, get the heat and vibration going, ready for.
Now, is the lazy boy in your room?
Yes.
All right, I like the idea of that.
I'm not staying on a lazy
I like
boy.
The idea of,
no,
nice touch.
Can't I stay on a bed?
Or at least you had Sheepy stay at your house the other night.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Didn't leave either.
Was it cute or weird?
That was weird.
Yeah.
It was cute when he slept over.
Yeah.
It was weird that they left at 7 o'clock the next night.
I didn't even know you had a crib there.
That is cribs. When it's cribs, it's actually his crib. So your problem wasn't that he crashed, but you're saying when a person stays over, get up, have breakfast, leave.
That's right.
Should they shower?
They can shower if they want to, but my thing is, take a shower. But as soon as you have that breakfast, vamos.
I never even thought about that before, but I do know what you're talking about. I'm going to disagree if it's a Sunday and football's on. I say once you wake up and you're like, well, what time is it? The game starts in an hour. Why don't we just order food and get some beer and we'll be here?
I was going to say, you have to eat food when you stay over. No matter what meal it is, go out to the deli or something before you can leave.
Yeah.
That's the only way to leave.
And maybe the person sleeping over should treat a little bit. And they weren't
treating.
No.
He doesn't have any money, though. I mean, when you have a child stay over, first of all, you could have been arrested for being a pederast.
Wait, I didn't do
He's a
anything with him.
pederast, dude. Yeah, you can't have a child stay over like that.
Right.
I mean, first of all, while you were sleeping, he sent me what he drew, which was a shark bear on a unicycle. So that's what he sat up doing all night.
He's just wandering your home while you're asleep.
Do you like it? It's a shark bear on a unicycle. And I'm just like, yeah, it's great. Now, I'm going to put on the circle game, and you get in the sandbox, and I'm going to watch you play and grow up in front of my eyes.
That's another breach of rules. When the host goes to bed, I think you should try to go to bed.
Not if well, first of all, in your house, when the host goes to bed, we should shave their head.
Okay. I was trying not to think about that.
So what time should they have left once they stayed over?
11 o'clock is the absolute cutoff time for a sleepover. I can't believe I'm actually saying a sleepover, but that's what we had.
Yeah.
We had a Bill Murray sleepover. It was a night dedicated
Where
purely
did
to
he
Bill Murray.
sleep?
Sheepy slept, he slept on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, well, then he can stay as long as he wants. When you're not providing a bed for the person, you need a rollout, my friend. Your couch doesn't come out into a bed?
No.
Yeah, that's what you got to have.
We have 2 couches, though. The apartment can fit 2 couches in.
Well, then what's he doing laying on the floor?
There was 3 people who stayed over.
Really? Who else stayed over?
There was HTG and Drew Boogie. Somehow got mixed up.
What the hell?
I'm going to vote weird.
Do you have any non-202 friends at all? You don't have one friend I don't know.
And
Drew Boogie stayed over.
And Mr. B, the weirdest thing was we watched Scrooged, and he was one of those people doing the line right before the line, and I was like, wow, okay, he knows a couple lines. He did all 375 lines of Scrooged. He basically did the line, so it was like echo the whole time. I was fascinated.
Everybody does like Scrooge, though.
Yeah, but he knew every single line.
Scrape them off, Claire.
Right, but that's a great one. But I mean, he knew like incidental lines.
And no offense to Drew Boogie, but where is our housewarming party for the people you work with? You know what I'm saying?
I invite you out to dinner. You can come.
I know that, but I'm talking about Ron, Fez, Earl.
You didn't go out to the thing with Fred from Brooklyn?
No, Fred from Brooklyn and his wife ran up a nice tab, but Pitsy stayed home at Long Island with some bullshit
What did that
excuse.
cost you?
Mr. B, we had a lot of sake. That cost us at least $180 without the tip.
Yeah, that's why I go out of my way. I go out of my way just to hire a mover.
And on Sunday, I had Yankee tickets, so I called up Fred at 9:30, and he got pissed off again that I woke him up. And I'm like, I'm waking you up to give you free Yankee tickets. And
yeah, but still, I don't want Yankee tickets if I get. If I'm on the weekend, I want to sleep as long as I want to. And matter of fact, even during the week, I do not like an alarm or someone waking me up. That's why I like our hours. I have to wake up when I wake up to feel like I'm going to have a good day from that point on.
Really?
Yeah. Any kind of fake wake up, you are not getting the sleep that nature wants you to have.
See, I have to have the alarm.
Why?
And I can't have it on music or a talk station or anything. I have to have the actual buzzer.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying I don't want even somebody to shake me. I don't want to hear. I want to be woke up when I'm woke up. Now, is that because a truck goes by and beeps someone? I don't mind that. To me, that's part of the natural progression. But I do not want a false, I'm waking you up because it's this time. I've never had a good day. That's why I hated school and any kind of real jobs.
I totally agree with that. But in addition to that, I also hate when people think they can tell you how to nap. So you say, I'm going to take a nap, and they'll say, well, I'll wake you up in an hour. And then you say, well, don't wake me up, and they say, well, then you won't get to bed on time.
What's that any of your business?
Yeah, don't tell me how to sleep.
You should be following a natural way through life. If you're tired, you sleep. If you're awake, you're awake. There's no falseness to this. No acting like, I'm going to force myself to go to sleep. You know why people force themselves to go to sleep? Because they think they have to wake up at a certain fucking point. That's the only reason anyone's acting like, I have to get to sleep.
And with an alarm, I have a thing where I hit snooze for 40 minutes before I get out of bed, so that when Vic sleeps over, she doesn't like snooze going off, so I have to get up right away, and my whole sleep cycle is thrown off like that.
First of all, snooze doesn't work for you, because once you have that thing, you're not getting the right kind of sleep from that point on. Even though it feels good, like, I'm getting 5 minutes more, because that's a great feeling.
Yeah,
when you act like, I'm going to do this for 5 more minutes because I finally have my sleep. Exactly. Whatever your brain is doing to repair itself, to prepare itself for the new day, is not being done properly. Any book will tell you you need much more sleep than you're getting. I don't care who you are or what you do in this country, you're not getting enough sleep for your brain.
I don't know if I would ever get out of bed if I didn't leave it to an alarm clock.
Have you tried it?
No.
Then you don't know. You don't know until you try things. What we've learned about you, Fez, is you've tried very little of these rules that you've set up for yourself. Yesterday, you didn't know how to speak back to your inner voice. Today, you say, I don't know if I'd ever get out of bed without an alarm clock. Have you tried it? No. Then you don't know any of this that you have as a concrete rule. This is why Dave has come up with the 70-30 rule.
Yeah, 75-25.
And I do want you to start in time. I want you to go back over the weekend and map line by line by line and see if 70-30 is even fair.
All right.
Maybe it's not fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if we have to, retool the numbers, we will.
Are we going to use today's show? Because if that's true, I'm going to add a lot more words right now. I'm just going to keep talking.
Today's show definitely counts.
All right, then I'm definitely going to try to stay on here as long as I possibly can. All right, here's our buddy Fred from Brooklyn. Hello, Fred.
Hey, guys. Two things. One, Dave, I don't believe I was even your first choice for calling for those tickets at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning.
You absolutely were.
You swear to God?
Swear to God, Jesus, and my cock.
Well, everybody has called me since and told me they got the same offer. I don't know if it was
They got calls, but you were number one. After you turned me down.
Hold on, Fez. That made you angry that he said his cock?
I just thought it was so unnecessary.
Why did you say my cock?
Because sometimes people don't believe when I say I'll swear to God. So if I swear to, no one wants to lose their cock.
Well, you didn't say that I'll lose my penis. You said, I swear to Jesus and my cock, as if there was some similarity between the two.
Like they were all deities.
And Fez is a Christian man.
some people don't believe in Jesus. So I'm trying to appeal to all audiences.
Okay, all right, I got you now. Now I understand. That's why you got to ask questions.
Issue number 2 about the running up that fucking bill.
Yeah.
Me and my wife never went out to a sushi dinner in our lives. Casey and Dave ordered our entire meal.
All right, so that was. And I got news for you. Normally, 180 is what I spend for apps, so I don't want to hear because I like to send some apps to them. And do me a favor and send that guy some stone claws. Thank you, stone crab claws. Thank you.
Hey man, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be there.
I hate when people take you out to dinner and then try to make you feel guilty later. That's what you're doing. You remember the exact thing.
Is Dave going to provide quarters at the Barcade birthday party for us too?
You should, Dave.
I don't have that many quarters.
Everybody should get $50 in quarters. Everyone who comes.
Each or?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's your party.
And would you please tell Drew Boogie and Sheepy that I want to stay over that night too?
Okay.
Reserve a couch spot now.
What a weird party you had.
There's another one coming up that you're more invited to. On October 15th, we're going to have a back...
October.
On October 15th, we're going to have a Back to the Future party. Because he goes back in time on October 15th, 1955.
It's actually a pretty good idea for it. Is that fall on a weekday?
I haven't looked at the day yet.
Maybe we'll make the whole show Back to the Future, and then we'll tie in with your party that night.
That would be really cool.
So are we all dressing up like it's that undersea dance?
Yes. Yeah, please. I'm gonna be older Biff. The one where he's at the casino.
Well, that's Back to the Future 2 party.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole it's going to be Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3, if you can stomach it.
So I could just wear a cowboy outfit.
I was a big fan of the Biff who sat in the jacuzzi and was watching Clint Eastwood movies. Little did I know that was foreshadowing on what would happen in Back to the Future 3. That actually made the ancient Biff lose. That he saw what Clint Eastwood did. I don't like a theme party, but I do. I like this gimmick.
Okay, well then you can come. You can dress up however you want.
No, I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is just say to you, congratulations. You have a kind of a fun theme party going on.
Okay, that's good enough for you. You're 70%.
Either that, or maybe I'll just come in dressed like Tony Montana with a bunch of machine guns and gun everybody down.
No, don't do that.
How's your neighborhood?
Oh, it's beautiful. Greenest Street in Brooklyn.
I know that, but are you okay getting around? You said you're surrounded by some rough places?
Yeah, I mean, walking to the subway is just a different kind of neighborhood. And that can be... My wife won't walk to the subway by herself. And I don't blame her. I mean, she's been, hassled and stuff.
Right. So you're going to be with her at all times?
Yeah, I try to be.
Don't try. Do.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Or why don't you do this? Get a car service for her.
Okay.
Enough of this fucking subway.
Yeah.
All right?
But,
you ever hear the term New York Minute?
No.
It's fucking true. In New York Minute, everything can change, my friend. All right, run. Oh, go ahead.
No, but we thought we saw Santino from Project Runway 2 yesterday on the sidewalk.
I like Santino.
Yeah.
He was cool.
Yeah.
You know, the other day I thought I saw Alanis Morissette in the park, and I'm like, is that Alanis Morissette? And the person I'm with was going, yeah, I think it is. And within 8 seconds, we no longer cared. It didn't even look close enough to see. So I may or may not have saw Alanis Morissette in the
Didn't
park.
even do a follow-up.
Didn't even have that. I spent a little more time than I did finding out Maroon 5. And it was Maroon 5, and I threw both hands. I left there like Stone Cold. I just flipping birds and heading backwards. We brought up again about Chris Benoit being involved in, they're saying it could have been brain damage. And a couple people have wrote to me that if you have suffered a lot of concussions, that you can have violent episodes. And I know in the fact, too, that people can suffer from depression or anxiety from concussions.
Right, yeah.
Now, I've taken 2 major headshots. Probably more than, I've taken more than that. Probably 4 or 5, but 2 that I know I went through a windshield. 2 I know that I ended up in the thing. And I don't think that's added anything to my personality change, but how does anybody know?
Oh, right, yeah. Were you diagnosed as being concussed, as they say?
The difference between me and you, Fez, is I don't send around for the being diagnosed.
Oh, okay.
A, I don't care about their opinion. B, right after they tell you what you have, you get a bill. And I don't like to be there for either one. I like to leave there as like Lone Ranger. Who was that guy who came in here with his forehead off?
But again, plenty of athletes. I mean, Steve Young has never had any violent episodes.
That we know of.
Yeah.
You don't know everybody's life.
I would think that if something happened, it would come out in the paper.
You know, the other part of it, too, is, and I hate to say this, but if you are having violent episodes, it's your responsibility to take care of that. You can't, to me, is not a reason to say he had violent episodes, so he went on and killed his wife and his daughter. I still put that as a bad person. If you are schizophrenic, if you're a man, you have to go and have that taken care of. You know, there is nobody in the world, there's no hospital that if you go to them and you say, I'm having these terrible, crazy urges to touch children, they will help you. That is not against the law. You haven't done anything wrong. When you follow those urges, then you are the enemy to all the rest of us, you know? Up to that point, we're on your side. We'll do anything we can do to help you. Hopefully, that's the way the society is. It's the way it should be.
Right.
It's the way I feel anyway. If someone comes to me and says, I have these fucking violent ideas about hurting people, I would go do everything I could do to get them help. But when you follow through with those urges, you know, for me, Chris Benoit, I can never think of him in a positive way again. No matter what good things he did with his life, it's very hard for me to separate those now.
Oh, yeah, and you don't know what was going on in the Benoit house. Like, was this one episode, let's say it was the brain damage that did it. Was it just one episode out of nowhere? Or, you know, was there violent behavior leading up to this sort of thing?
John, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, who's that guy down in Texas in the 60s who shot all the people from the clock tower?
That took place in Austin, Texas. I did know his name. I cannot think of it. But go ahead.
Anyways, he was a pretty straight arrow guy growing up, and after he freaked out and shot everybody, they did an autopsy, and he had a brain tumor.
So it could be blamed on the brain tumor, you're saying?
Yeah. We're talking about head trauma, head injuries, and we got some damage in the noggin, and that was it.
But how many people have had brain tumors and this stuff without climbing a tower and doing something horrible? You know what I'm saying? Even though I understand and I'm sympathetic to whatever happens with anyone, it still does not give you the opportunity to hurt other human beings. That's where you cross the fucking line. That's where it doesn't work anymore. And if you have your dog talking to you, you got to go and say, my dog is telling me to shoot people. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when that person does that, we're going to try and help them. But when you cross the line, when you go and hurt people, to me, the insanity defense, I can't say that I can agree with it. Because no matter what happens, you got to get help. You got to be responsible for that. Here's April Fool here on Ron and Fez.
Hi, I'd like to make a correction. It's November 5th, 1955 on Back to the Future.
No, you are wrong.
No, I saw the movie last Friday.
I'll go check that out.
I'm going to put you on hold, my friend.
I'm almost positive it's October 15th.
All right, Lily, do everything you can do to fix the date there, or find out the date, and let us know when you find out. April, if you are correct, April Fool, I should say, instead of just calling you April, girl's name, we will send you into the big-ass prize closet. You can get whatever Mikey Boy didn't pick out for himself. But if you were wrong, Dave?
Yes.
I will shave 2 hours off the times that you can go back and see your wife that hour. So you will get 2 hours off that week.
Thank you. All right. Yeah. This is good.
Yeah.
This is very good for me.
I like when you say thank you like this. Thank you, because it's almost like thank you, master.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, master. Thank you. You know what's driving me crazy is that I didn't know the name of that shooter because it came up in so many other movies, that Texas shooter. It was even in Full Metal Jacket that we talked about. It was in so many different names.
I think it starts with a John.
John?
Yeah, I thought
Doesn't strike right. Nathan, you're on Manifest.
Hey, buddy, it's Whitman. Wasn't it Charles Whitman?
Charles Whitman is right. Thank you. Big-ass prize closet for you. Now we're looking to find out the the date of the undersea dance that took place, I know, in 1955, right?
Yes, that's absolutely certain.
It was the big under the sea dance,
Right.
1955. What was the exact date that seemed to have something to do? Wait a minute, people are rushing in right now.
Oh my, this just in.
This just in. You said it was in
October 15th.
Yeah. Now, if you were wrong, what? What happened? Add an extra day?
I'll add an extra day.
All right, so that would be 8 days that you're away from your lovely wife. And if not, it'll at least cost you the 1 day. Because
Right.
even if you get in now, now you're going to be away for 24 hours if you're wrong.
Yeah.
So we know you had it in sometime in October, right?
October 15th.
October 15th. I'd love to go to that party. Wouldn't you, Fez?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, and my October 15th is free. So this would be great.
Yes.
Perfect.
Man, it's going to be awesome.
All right, I've got this from two different sources now. The date is November 5th, 1955.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
So now you're at least 1 day you'll be separated from your wife. Could be as high as 8 days.
Yeah. You're going to have to play 8 days a week by the Beatles.
Well, we can't do that. Earl's running things today. Hasn't grabbed one cue all day. April Fool, you're going in the big-ass prize closet. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I believe there's a flash dance in there.
Can you throw a cowbell at Eastside Dave for that?
Absolutely, not a
wish
problem.
Nice. Enjoy, April.
You know the problem that this room is so much smaller?
Yeah.
That
It hurts more.
Yeah.
Louder.
It's like being hit by a pitch, but by the catcher. It's like the catcher throws one and hits you. Have you ever seen that happen before?
When
Like the catcher will have a lefty out there, and he, in the batter's box, like when you're in Little League, so he goes to throw the ball back and hits the kid in the side of the head who's standing there. Always funny.
I'm always surprised that doesn't happen more in the Major League level.
All right. I was just told make it 9 by your lovely wife. She's going to Disney.
Why would she do that?
HTG, Sheepy, and Drew Boogie.
No.
Do you find that cute or weird?
Weird.
I find it cute.
No, it's weird.
Earl? Cute or weird?
A little weird.
Did you not come up with 8 days a week after all this time?
No, I didn't.
What goes on, brother? Remember today when you're like, I want to be there for you? I know you're going through a lot, Ron?
I understand. I'm just dealing with another situation here.
What's your situation? I'm sorry, Earl.
No, I mean, I'm just, Lily's, biting my head off about something. I'm trying to calm her down.
All right, bring Lily into me, because Lily's wrecking my show, and I'm just trying to have a show that isn't all inside, Fezzy.
I understand.
You know I want to do that. I mean, I know that you've put 30% into the show, maybe as low as 25%.
Right.
Gordon. Lily, come on in here and grab a seat, darling. I'm going to give you a little Lily time. You got to understand, I'm doing a show right now. And if you're screaming at people and biting their head off, how can I do my show?
I wasn't screaming at Earl. I was only screaming at him because he wasn't giving me full, detailed things to do. He would just scream things out to me. And
What was he screaming out to you?
look up Midnight Express.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm on the phones. I said, for what? And I have it pulled up in front of me. And I go,
Right.
what am I supposed to be looking at? And he won't answer me.
Now, that happened an hour ago. So why are you screaming at him right now?
Because he also did the same thing with Back to the Future while I was on the phone.
Uh-huh.
He said, look up Back to the Future. And that's why you got handed it twice, because Pitsy was on it.
Right.
So he said, if Pitsy was on it, why'd you tell me to do it while I was on phones?
Well,
So that's what I was frustrated about.
you all right now?
I'm okay, yeah.
You still seem a little
worried about
agitated.
you. I'm worried about you.
Yeah, I'm just a little, agitated and tired. And
Uh-huh.
this is my second job today. So, it's like,
You're having a little trouble with that boyfriend, too, I understand.
no, not at all.
Pitsy said something that there's trouble.
Pitsy maybe is talking about his relationship, but my relationship is fine.
Ooh, okay.
It seems to be fine.
So we're all going to be ready for Jeff Garland tomorrow?
Yeah.
You're excited about it?
I am, actually.
Did that NYU thing go through? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
She told me that, yeah.
And if you check up on the things, they feel like we're butting in and being mean. And
They feel like we're
people.
telling them how to do their job, which doesn't make sense to me.
I know. I thought we were all a team.
I thought so, too.
And, every time Wiki does something nice for me and something good, then something like this happens. I'm just like, I know he's under a lot of pressure, but I don't know why we can't check on things when that's the way you do radio.
It's a little Jekyll Hyde there.
What is it?
Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, Jekyll Hyde.
Yeah.
I thought it was Jiggle Hyde. You know, like, I had no idea what you meant.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Definitely said jiggle.
Yeah. And not even N. You just want it's a little Jiggle Hyde. You know, if I was your internal voice, I'd never stop screaming.
Mine usually doesn't.
I would love to do the show with the internal voice.
Did you hear how he said Tibet today?
No, how was that?
He called it Tibet.
When did I bring up Tibet?
When with the Richard Gere thing. The boycott of the Olympics. You said Tibet. I swear to God.
You should have brought it up then.
I want to pull. We can pull it. Earl, can you have Pitsy pull that for me?
Yes. He's on it
Because
now.
I do not recall saying Tibet. And I don't know why I would say Tibet.
I hate to stick up for you, Fez, but I can't imagine I'm going to let a Tibet go by me.
I know.
But I did, because I did bust you for saying Geary. Where all these times you acted like you hate when people say Geary, and now you just say Geary.
Geary.
Instead of Gary. And eventually I'm going to start going, O-and-E, O-and-E, and mean it. Not be saying it funny anymore, but actually just starting to say, oh, I was listening to O-and-E today.
By the way, you can be part of Unmasked with Jeff Garland tomorrow. That's at 1 p.m. Comics Comedy Club, New York City, by emailing live@xmradio.com, live@xmradio.com. Put Jeff Garland in the subject heading to be part of that audience. 1 o'clock tomorrow at Comics in New York.
Should be a lot of fun, Fezzy.
I would think so.
I'm glad that his
gonna be very
film is
interesting, too.
taken off.
He is so funny in Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's the best show since 1995.
Well, the weird thing about it's the best American show since Seinfeld. And fucking Larry David is responsible for both. I mean, that is unbelievable when you think how long he's been considered best director, best, producer in Hollywood.
Jesus, I mean, then that's like 20 years of top shelf, like, comedy.
Very close to it.
And New Curb starts this Sunday, I think.
Yes.
Yeah?
It does.
Well, remember when I said you got to be a state to touch a state? I didn't even bring this up to you. Because I did the joke about the American Empire.
Right.
That one is from Curb, because I started watching a bunch of Curbs that I hadn't seen so that I can watch it. But he did a very similar bit about I don't want Alaska and Hawaii because they're too far away to be part of it. He didn't do the be a state, touch a state thing.
Right.
But he yelled, what are we, an empire? So then I yelled it at you yesterday because it came back up.
Right.
And I thought you would catch it and we get into it. And then I went, I forget you were crying or whatever. We went in a different direction. But I'm like sitting at home going, Jesus Christ, this is amazing. Because rewatching those shows,
Yeah.
I think Curb could be funnier than Seinfeld.
So do I.
That I never would have thought in my life.
It has a slightly darker edge to it that I like.
Yes, it's the HBO thing.
Yeah,
it's I hate to say a little more realistic.
No, I think it is
because it's not a sitcom. It's not a a fake sitcom. I mean, they're walking around town,
and something about that laugh track. Now we're used to, I think it almost started with Larry Sanders. I'm just used to having a comedy without that laugh track. It feels so dated.
And yet people just need the laugh track. I get it all the time about this show going, you guys should laugh more. You do jokes and don't laugh, and people don't know you're being funny. And I go, isn't it up to the person to realize when something's funny, not they hear a fucking everyone fake laugh?
And everyone laughing takes away from the joke anyway.
But if we ever go back to terrestrial radio, I swear to God we are going to fake laugh the whole time.
Okay.
Because you cannot teach the fucking public to choose and decide. Where they will listen to an hour of us doing dry fucking stuff and go, I listened to the show for an hour and nothing funny happened. And if we fake laugh, then they would fucking say.
See, I like it like this because then if something hits me really funny, it's a legitimate laugh.
I would like to fake laugh. I think I have a good fake laugh.
All right, we've got the Fez clip where he said what word?
Tibet. Instead of Tibet.
Instead of Tibet. All right.
We will take a listen because I don't remember either way. I can't imagine I would have let any faux pas just fucking run by me. Just not my way. All right, let's take a listen, Earl. Fezzy.
I say do the boycott. do the boycott, show the world that, we're going to stick up for Tibet and the atrocities that happen.
All right.
I heard a tie in there.
Yeah. All right, so you heard it. It wasn't exactly Tibet.
Right.
But it wasn't as bad as Tibet either.
It wasn't Tibet.
It was more like Tibet instead of
Tibet.
Tibet, yeah.
Tibet, and to me it sounded like
but you're
Tibet.
nitpicking.
It really are.
You just yelled, "It really are."
I'd have to hear the tape. I'd have to hear it to believe
It
that.
really are.
Ugh.
The tie.
I went backwards and hit the Frank's Place sign.
Oh, no, buddy.
Yeah, I was enjoying myself for 1 second in my life.
Be careful going backwards. I took a spill today at home.
Does that mean you came?
No. I had a first alert moment. I was at my computer, leaned back to stretch, and the computer chair went over backwards with me in it, came down on an elbow, the back of my head, and I think my ribs.
Yeah, those computer chairs, you should never lean back on them.
Information for Big Ass Prize Closet.
So what happened?
Well, I laid there for what seemed to be a minute, where I'm like, I didn't know.
Were you kind of confused? You didn't know? You kind of knocked out a little bit?
Yeah, I was shocked by the whole thing, and because the fall seemed to go in slow motion. Like I felt myself going, but at any point before I hit the ground, it still felt like I could get my balance back and stop this from happening. And then I just went, and yeah, I was totally confused on the ground, like, should I move? Should I not move? How did I get down there? How did this happen? I sit in this chair every day,
Well,
and I've never fallen over.
There's maybe a possible weight gain is the only...
You think?
No, I'm just saying, that's the only...
Man, you're hard on him.
Wait.
You're fucking harsh to him.
Fortunately, your wife will be losing 180 pounds for 9 days.
I'm 190.
And it's 8 days.
So you're okay, but you know what? This is everybody's fear about you.
Oh, yeah.
Is that you hurt yourself, you lay on the floor, and we don't know. Now, my chick was talking to me about getting you some kind of bracelets to tell people that if you're knocked out, that you're a diabetic and all that.
Oh, yeah, I think, yeah. Maybe that's what they call the first alert bracelet.
No, the first alert is, I thought that you... That's like I fall and I can't get up.
That's called Life Alert.
Oh, Life Alert.
Life Alert is, I fall and I can't get up, and it's still around. The product is still available.
Yeah, they still have the commercials. I even thought when I was laying on the ground, I'm like, should I call Ronnie and tell him that I fell down, even though I'm okay? My arm's a little sore, but should I let someone know that I fell?
In case you hit your head and you're bleeding on your brain?
Yeah.
I mean, that is a good idea, because you don't, most of the time, you don't know.
Oh, man, I would never call. You're going to call and say I fell, Ron. What is he possibly going to say? Get up.
Are you okay? No, are you okay? Because a lot of times you don't know. If you take a headshot, then later, if you have any kind of, if there's a bruise to the brain and there's like bleeding, it won't happen for like another 45 minutes.
But what could you possibly do?
I could say, let me send somebody over. Why don't you go to the hospital and talk to them?
Or he could call and check on me 30 minutes later to see if anything's
For some
happened.
reason, I got brother-in-laws that are constantly being taken to the thing with something's wrong with both their brains. But you got to, Fezzy is not what we call healthy.
Right.
Not too sturdy.
My family, and every member of my family will go like this to me over the course of any weekend. What you call Fez? I'll go, no. Okay, you didn't hear from him. I'm like, no. And then finally, I'm like, yeah, now I better call him. I got nothing to say to him. So basically, it's the hi, Grandma, are you okay call. And it'll happen sometimes during the week. But I will start yelling at them, why don't you guys call? It's not odd for you to call.
Yeah.
Why am I giving the uncomfortable phone call? Are you alive?
Well, maybe they don't want to talk to Fez extensively.
Well, there's nothing to say.
Yeah,
obviously.
so they don't want that.
You got to do 70% of the talking.
Did you fall today?
Right.
No, that about wraps it up.
Fez, you got a Super Bowl pick right now?
I think it is going to be the New England Patriots and the New Orleans Saints.
Won by?
What's that?
Who's going to win it?
Patriots. Patriots will beat the Saints in the Super Bowl.
This is going to shock you, but I really mean this. Browns, Seahawks. Browns are going to take it.
Wow. Earl.
I'm going to have to agree with Dave to some degree, but I'm going to pick the Seattle Seahawks. I think this is their year. They finally pull it all together.
Pity.
Chargers finally breaking through.
Why laugh at him?
Well, why is that a bad pick?
We got 19 games to go before this happens. Well, I was going to actually have the same pick as Fez, which is not hard to do because everybody's picking it. But let me go and say now, I will give it to America's team, the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, okay.
America wants them to win because we still feel bad about not helping them after the hurricane.
Well, you get to see them play tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any chance they can take down Peyton.
Peyton was not strong at the end of the year last year. Everyone forgets that this is the one year where the Colts didn't even look that as strong as they looked in previous years.
Right. They were. There was no real talk about them going to the Super Bowl.
Having said that, it's a big game. He's had all summer to prep this thing. He should win it. What's the line? Do you know, Fezzy?
Colts are favored by 6.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And the monkey's off his back, and I think that will make him play better.
White people are so scared.
White people are so scared.
We never used that anymore.
Black people.
Metaphorical monkey.
Hey, now you've really crossed the line. Hey, Ryan has an update for us. Ryan.
Yeah. Ron and Fez?
What can we do for you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was on the air. I wanted to say Dave was right about October 15th. However, he went forward to the year 2015, not backward. That was in Back to the Future 2.
So at one point there was an October 15th date used, but it wasn't the date for the undersea enchantment dance or whatever that thing was.
Right, and that's what we said.
Yeah.
That's really what I was thinking, to be honest.
Because you want to do that dance, right?
No, I mean,
you're going to get your apartment to look like the dance.
Yeah, definitely. I want to, slug somebody and save the day.
Why slug Drew Boogie? He's over there.
Well, if he keeps reciting the lines before they happen, I might have
Are you going to be playing this thing at all different times?
I'm going to be playing it. No,
Are you going to have like 3 different TVs with all the different ones going?
No.
That would be great.
I don't have that many TVs.
Well, you rent some.
You can rent televisions?
Yeah.
Yes.
I never knew that. Where?
People do that for the Super Bowl.
You do it for the Super Bowl, and when I had my comedy club, we'd always have to rent a couple big screens because people want to see the ball drop. No matter what else they're doing, they want to see the ball drop. So I had to rent fucking things to play for 15 seconds. It used to drive me nuts.
I never knew you could rent TVs. If you can, then that's something I'm going to seriously look into. But I want to play them in chronological order.
Why? No one's going to sit there and watch it all night.
No, that's the fun.
You want to have it on, but nobody can see it, like Rockahole Luau. You're not really watching it, but the images are playing.
Oh, no,
That's 2007.
I want to sit and have popcorn and enjoy the film.
Well, then why don't you not invite people over?
I want to enjoy it with others.
Matt, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, buddies.
What can we do for you?
Hey, I want to call Dave out and tell that dog fucker to stay away from my Cleveland Browns dog pound.
I'm sorry.
Bray Quinn's going to take that team to the top.
Is he even going to start?
I think there's a good chance he'll start.
Not week 1.
Not week 1, but I think by week 4 he will.
Yeah. No rookie's ever going to the Super Bowl, right?
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Right, yeah.
Marino,
Roethlisberger was
that's
the second
big
year.
thing that we're really waiting for.
Yeah.
That'll be a really exciting moment for us all.
Was Roethlisberger...
No, did Marino go? Or
No, second year.
Second year.
And I think
And he never
Roethlisberger
won.
was second year.
Oh.
Second year was Roethlisberger, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Third year was motorcycle crash.
Derek, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. B, I want to thank you. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a Saints season ticket holder. We got so much dog shit going on down here. I want to thank you for sticking up for our boys. And I want to tell Dave, if you ever want to amount to anything in your life, listen to Mr. B. The Cleveland Browns are dog shit. When you say that the Browns are going to win the Super Bowl, you get zero credibility. You keep shooting yourself in the foot, buddy. Listen to the smart people. Go where the smart people are. You continuously back yourself into a corner, man. Come on.
All right, now,
say it with me. The
thank you very much.
Saints are going to win the Super Bowl.
All right, here's the thing about predictions. They just don't matter. And what bugs me about sports reporters type TV shows and also any political shows is no one has ever held to their predictions.
Yeah.
That you can sit and predict, Put it in the bank. You'll be looking at the guy will lose by 30, and next week, this is going to come through. You can count on it. No one ever comes back and go, you know what? Your predictions suck shit. You're off the show.
I've always wanted to just keep a record of Bob Ryan's guarantees, quote unquote, and just read it back to him.
You're one of the few people who cares about Bob Ryan because you will look like Bob Ryan at some point in life.
Well, people tell me I look like that Dan Shaughnessy guy from Boston Globe, and that really depresses me.
Yeah, you kind of do look like him a little, but all Irish people look the same.
Yeah, especially when my hair's longer. That's why I'm just... Forget it. I'm going with the crew cut for the rest of my life.
I want to tell you a good Irish story. I don't want to say it on the air, though, but remind me off the air.
Okay.
Of a good New York Irish story that I was privy to the other day, where you think things are cliches, but they're absolutely not. You know what I mean? Like, I know that it's wrong to stereotype people, and yet why do so many of them actually turn out to be true? Yeah. And no one ever minds with, like, positive stereotypes. No, you know, Irish people are like, oh, I'm Irish. We love to fight and we love to drink, you know? And black people always be like, oh, we love to dance and we have big penises. No, you know, then everyone's okay with it. It's only negative stereotypes. Because Italian people will say, we're great cooks. We're the best cooks. Yeah. Why are you taking credit for your people? You know? It's only the negative things that people get upset by.
And sometimes when other people bring it up, you know, they might get upset.
Well, even the positive?
Yeah,
ones?
so sometimes you'll be like, you know, over your Italian friend's house, and you're like, well, I thought you could make good pasta, you know, and they'll get upset. Why, just because I'm Italian? And I say, yes.
It's really disappointed me that Italians let themselves get their feelings hurt, because you've been here a long time. You're really not the immigrants anymore.
I think Food Network making a big mistake cutting ties with Malta Mario.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear about this.
Yeah, he's off the Food Network, and they're going to replace him on Iron Chef, too.
Well, obviously, if you're off the Food Network, you're done with all of it.
Well, yeah, what I meant was they're going to cancel his show.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. Just, like, parting the ways. It's been really vague. Anything I've read about it.
All right, we need to get some... this is all shocking to me. I'm a big fan of his, and maybe it's because he's got a deal to go to another network. I mean, it would only make sense for other networks to start and go, why are we letting them have all these food guys all to themselves? Even though the Food Network has made the stars, they're going to be suddenly a lot more valuable to other people. And if you look at the Travel Channel, the only reason why I know that damn thing is Anthony Bourdain.
Right.
It's the only thing I know about him. I need to send this note over to Earl. So I want to get to the bottom if anybody knows. You know, Fez throws this out there like I'm aware of it. I'm sorry, Fez, I was not.
And then I left everyone hanging.
We would have opened the show with that. I don't know why we should have went Pavarotti into Mario Batali. By the way, Lily not a fan of his restaurants. I, on the other hand, think they're fantastic.
I don't understand that. Where Lily's coming from.
Have you been there?
I've been to one.
Which one?
The one that begins with a B. Beppo? Bebo? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Beppo.
I'm not sure which one it was. I've been to one, though, and everything was great.
Who'd you go with?
I went with you.
Now I don't even remember going with you.
Yeah.
Was this a long time ago?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And I just remember the vegetables being so delicious there. Everything was great, but the vegetables were just out of this world.
All right, I am going to put this out. People, stop asking me when we're going to run the Unmasked. I don't care. I told you before, I only want to do them. I care very little about when they air. And yet people are asking me about that all the time. I'm done with it once it actually happens. When I won't be listening.
Before we wrap up today, you can still get in on the Jeff Garlin Unmasked, be part of the studio audience. That's going on tomorrow, 1 p.m., Comics Comedy Club, New York City. Email to live@xmradio.com, live@xmradio.com for Jeff Garlin Unmasked in New York tomorrow.
David, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ron and Fez, best show on XM. Hey, Ron, I want to go back to Larry David. Have you ever seen his movie, Sour Grapes?
Right, yes, I have, but I need to go on this Mario Batali thing. Aaron, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey, I was just calling. I read an article not too long ago from Anthony Bourdain on why he called they were going to fire Mario Batali, and he called it about a month ago, and he said they're just trying to replace all the real chefs with people who look good. They don't really give a shit if they can cook or not. They just want them to be, the typical TV personality.
Wow.
Yeah. And
so Bourdain saw this one coming.
Yeah, I don't remember where it was from, but it was about like a negative Rachel Ray deal that he was talking about.
Yeah, I know he doesn't like Rachel Ray, but I thought everyone liked Mario. I thought he was like,
Well, he's really well liked, but
I thought
for
so.
some reason he, I think, I'm not really sure what he went into, but it was a really interesting article, and I was kind of shocked when I just heard you guys say that they fired him, because he totally 100% called it. He said, I guarantee that they're going to get rid of him in the next few months because he just isn't what they call, I guess their TV-friendly kind of chef.
But who really
Quote,
is
unquote.
on that network?
Exactly.
If you go through everybody.
Well, what's his name is a good-looking guy.
Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay is a good-looking guy.
And
Rachel Ray is considered attractive. That Italian girl with the big eyes is beautiful. Emerald is, old school.
He didn't have a beef with
I was thinking Paula
or
Deen.
the chick, but he just said that Mario was goner.
And then Kat is attractive, and I don't even think she's that good of a cook. From Iron Chef.
Oh,
okay.
She always is big on presentations, but I'm not a big fan of hers. But she's definitely hot. I'm not going to get in the way of that. Here's John. John, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you, buddy? John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I've got some info on Batali.
Yeah.
He's going over to the Fine Living Network. And also Michael Chiarello is another Italian guy you're thinking of. He's already doing the Fine Living Network and Food Networks. It doesn't make sense that Batali couldn't do both. Secondly, why wouldn't you want to watch a jolly old fat guy making food?
Yeah, I would think. I mean, there was something about him, and I thought the reason why I liked Batali years ago is that you would get that little history lesson about Italy. You would find out what it was like to live there, what the people did, why they prepared. I used to always like his stories. Now, I can't say that I watch any given show on Food Network. Now, if I turn it on late at night and it's on, I will leave it on. Right now, what's cut into it for me is that Showtime 2 with the Big Brother. That has now become the thing that I fall asleep to instead of Food Network. Before that, if you're rerunning late night on Food Network, you had me. Hey, we are off tomorrow, Fezzy. We were gonna put together some best ofs, but then some other stuff came up. So we know this is a short porch, everybody. But they have scheduled me to do an Unmasked tomorrow, so I'm gonna run over and do that. And we didn't have time to put together original programming because we're not in the same studio. So the other guys are doing stuff in this little studio, the Frank's Place guys. So we couldn't work it out properly. But we know this is a weird week. Again, things are going down right now that we're trying to take care of off the air, so we appreciate it. Everybody understanding about that. Dave, do you got anything that you need to plug?
Nope, I just can't wait for a mess tomorrow for Jeff Garland. I can't wait.
You're promoting my stuff.
Okay, that's my luck.
And what you don't do anything but sit in the back. I noticed you don't even come in there and help.
Oh, no. Last time I was there very early. And
but did you do anything?
You've missed half of them.
You said you told me you got to see. Yes, you have. You missed the two in D.C.
Oh yeah.
You got to see the Jimmy Norton.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was just so great, and
Jimmy was phenomenal in that.
He was just so true. You know, he had really profound things to say.
He's really a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
That's what I hope shines through in some of these. Now, the one Unmasked that I'm not doing this year is George Carlin. That's the one that they did without me. All the rest of them, wherever this thing goes, as I'm doing them. I'm wondering when I'll get bored. I know there for a while I was really excited. I'm wondering if the excitement level will roll off.
Oh, I hope not, because it's a great show.
Yeah.
And
for real.
If you want to be part of the audience tomorrow, email live@xmradio.com. That email address, live@xmradio.com. It's going to be at Comics Comedy Club in New York City, 1 o'clock tomorrow.
You got anything to promote here, Fezzy? Anything going on for you?
I just want to say thank you to author Milton Stern, who sent me his book, America's First Lady, all about Harriet Lane. She was the niece of James Buchanan. I love history and presidential history, especially. She was the first woman to get the First Lady title because she wasn't the guy's wife.
Sometimes, Fezzy, I think you're the coolest guy I know.
I just did think of something I could like to promote, and that's Alki and Solera's wedding.
Are we all invited?
Saturday. No,
Are
I
you?
am. Yes, I've been
Who
asked
else?
to be a witness, and my my lovely wife will be witnesses.
Okay, and that's it.
I think so.
None of the rest of us are invited. And yet you use the RNF show to promote that. Hey, all right, that is it for us. I'll try to get away from these inspirational songs, but I do want to do one last one today, because we're not going to do Satellite of Love. I'm going to go out with this. And we'll see you guys back here on Monday.
Why you look so sad? The tears are in your eyes. Come on and come to me now. But don't be ashamed to cry. Let me see you through. 'Cause I've seen the